In a world where humans and powerful beasts coexist, there is a young man named Lin Zhe. Lin Zhe is a normal high school student, but everything changed when he was caught in a strange transmigration. When he opened his eyes, Lin Zhe found himself in a completely different world. This is a world where all creatures have the ability to evolve and become stronger. A place where creatures can shape-shift, possess supernatural abilities, and have incredibly miraculous combat abilities. Lin Zhe himself transmigrated into someone who had already made a contract with a pet beast. And this thing is a harmless snowball, only knows how to be cute. It has no lethality at all, and also cannot evolve. But in the end, he is still the main character, so the achievement system appears. The system can help him get the evolution route of the pet, help them quickly become stronger. Lin Zhe's journey is not only to learn about his own evolution route, but also to discover the secrets of this world. Dramatic battles, sinister plots, and life and death matches await Lin Zhe on his path to becoming the strongest. Let's follow Lin Zhe's journey in Global Pet Beast with Kingdom Manhwa. The last rays of the day shone through the skyscrapers onto the elementary pet beast school. The teacher standing on the podium reminded students, there is less than a week left until the pet beast master exam, and tomorrow is the day of assessment for pet beast master qualification. All of you have made a contract with your own pet beast. Rest well today, prepare to achieve the best results. Alright, class dismissed. Students in the class gradually packed their bags and went home, chatting as they walked. The pet beast master qualification assessment is coming, I'm so worried. The friend behind comforted, who isn't worried, just based on our current strength, achieving the apprentice pet beast master is already difficult. As for the advanced pet beast academy, there's no need to even think about it. A blond young man with slicked back hair confidently laughed loudly. My goal is the pet beast academy of Minjiang City, although it's not the most top-level pet beast academy. But with my strength, entering a normal academy shouldn't be a problem. Another person hugged their head, worried and trembling. If I can't even pass the apprentice pet beast qualification exam, then I can only be an ordinary person for the rest of my life. Lin Zhe propped his chin and looked out the window, lost in thought. The pet beast master qualification assessment is coming. However, what does this have to do with a transmigrator like me? He remembered. Exactly 1 week ago, Lin Zhe transmigrated into this current body. Through integrating the existing memories of this body, he also understood how this world operates. Hundreds of years ago, in the era of great natural disasters, countless ferocious beasts crawled out from the cracks of another dimension, massacring countless humans, causing the demise of living beings. Humans stood up to fight back, and from the fierce war, they gradually found a way to control the ferocious beasts, training them in combat skills. From then on, the profession of pet beast master was born and entered the stage of the world. In this pet beast era, pet beast masters are naturally symbols of class and status. It can be said that just becoming a pet beast master means entering the elite class of society, and for the young people of this world, the greatest dream is to become a powerful pet beast master. In this world, all young people who turn 18 can make a contract with a pet beast. The higher the soul intensity, the higher the level of pet beast they can contract with. And all of this has nothing to do with him, because Lin Zhe transmigrated into someone who had already made a contract with a pet beast. And this thing is a harmless snowball, only knows how to be cute, it has no lethality at all, and also cannot evolve. His mood fell into an ice cellar, snowflakes fluttering, north wind whistling. Lin Zhe desperately wondered, could it be that I can only be an ordinary person in the future, living a boring life? He sighed. People who transmigrate either have a golden finger, or have great strength, destroying heaven and earth. Why did I end up with something useless? Jiang Hao came over and patted Lin Zhe's shoulder in a mocking tone. Lin Zhe, don't think too much. It's okay if you can't become a pet beast master. Being an ordinary person, not needing to go out and take risks, isn't bad either. The fat guy who followed him also laughed loudly in agreement. That's right, it's okay not to be a pet beast master. At most you can take your snowball to sell ice cream in front of the plaza. Jiang Hao laughed loudly when he heard this. That's right, selling mineral water or something is also okay. He angrily said each word. You guys. Suddenly a voice sounded in Lin Zhe's head. The system is complete. Starting activation. The system is activating. A system panel appeared in front of him. Activation successful. The achievement system is officially launched. Lin Zhe suspiciously. This is a golden finger. Could it be that the system hasn't appeared for so long because it was updating? He was so happy that he felt like he was flying, shouting in his heart, this wonderful sound is awesome. My golden finger has finally arrived. The system displayed the attribute information of Lin Zhe and his pet, Little Snowball, Achievement points, none, and note, the physical and soul attributes of a normal young man are 1. Achieving achievements will receive corresponding reward points and gifts. Achievement points can be used to upgrade and unlock new skills for the pet, strengthen the attributes of the pet beast master, and so on. He happily said, there are also achievement points, how amazing. Then Lin Zhe immediately searched for the pet's information. Where's Little Snowball? The system immediately displayed the information. Name, Little Snowball. Attribute, Ice, Level, First Stage First Level, Growth, 23.48%, Skill, Cold Air Spray, can upgrade the degree of growth through combat or eating items with abundant energy sources. When the growth reaches 100%, it will evolve. After evolving, the level of strength will be greatly increased. He and Little Snowball read the information of the system. The degree of growth reaches 100% will launch. Reading this, Lin Zhe was surprised. Evolve? Isn't it impossible to evolve? Wait. The system gave 2 options. You can choose the evolution route. The first is the giant route. The way to evolve is to strengthen close combat ability, focusing on improving strength and physique. Strengthen the ability to control ice elements. At most can evolve to level 5. The second is the queen route. The way to evolve is to strengthen the talent of affinity with ice elements, focusing on improving the casting magic, strengthen close combat attributes. At most can evolve to the level of Supreme King. He couldn't believe it. Snowball clearly can't evolve. Could it be a secret evolution route? Lin Zhe hugged Little Snowball, his heart full of hope. In that case, there's no need to sell ice cream anymore, right? I can be a pet beast master now. I can even evolve to the level of Supreme King through the Queen route. That's great. He didn't hesitate to choose the Queen route. The system immediately gave the next instruction. Queen route, evolution form, Ice Spirit Soul, low level, needs to meet the conditions. Growth degree of 100%, Ice Element Essence times 20, Soul Jade times 1. Lin Zhe curiously, let's try using achievement points to upgrade Snowball. The system showed 3 achievements. First pet, successfully contracted with the first pet and received 100 points. 1 soul crystal, completed, waiting for reward. Achievement number 2, apprentice pet beast master, completed the first baptism and received 200 points. 1 soul crystal. Achievement number 3 is enrollment. Received the admission notice of any pet beast academy and received 300 points. 1 soul crystal, 1 body strengthening stone. He clicked his tongue. Can receive 1. Lin Zhe operated and muttered, done. Then he received 100 achievement points. 1 soul crystal. He turned to Little Snowball and used achievement points. Lin Zhe carefully observed it. A layer of energy covered Little Snowball. The system rang out the evaluation sound. Level, first stage first level, growth degree, 23.48%. When the evolution was successful, its whole body emitted light with bright eyes. Level, first stage second level, growth degree 100%. Consumed 77 achievement points, remaining 23 points. He hugged the pet beast that he once thought was useless but now can evolve, happily shaking back and forth. Upgraded really did it. Before long, Lin Zhe's mood sank again. But what's the benefit of just upgrading a little like this? It's too bad. He pinched its cheeks and thought, little one. You are considered the F-level pet beast in the species. It's not wrong at all. Still better to prepare Ice Element Essence and Evolving Soul Jade. 20 Ice Element Essences and 1 Soul Jade. Ordinary people definitely wouldn't expect Little Snowball to evolve with these materials. And these things aren't cheap either. Lin Zhe decided to carry his bag home with Little Snowball, planning in his head, go earn money first, then go to the pet beast store to buy evolution materials. Jiang Hao smiled mockingly. Lin Zhe, are you preparing to take your Little Snowball home to sell ice cream? He gently touched it to comfort it. Little one, don't pay attention to those trash. Tomorrow is the pet beast master qualification assessment. I'm counting on you. Little Snowball acted cute, meowing. He angrily turned purple, saying each word, you trash. What are you saying? Lin Zhe said to himself, the Jiang family is the second largest family in Ningjiang City. I can't clash with him for now. Let's just wait and see. He straightened his clothes and confidently challenged Jiang Hao. Who's the trash? Let's just wait until the pet beast master exam and we'll see. He snorted. Jiang Hao laughed exaggeratedly, pointing at Lin Zhe and said, just based on you, leading this thing with fur that can evolve. If I were you, I wouldn't go to the pet beast master assessment tomorrow. Because you can't pass at all. Suddenly a voice with prestige called out, Jiang Hao. He stopped laughing and replied, so it's Miss Quan. Alright. I won't be too much anymore. I'm so afraid of this trash. The fat guy behind him wondered. I really don't know what Miss Kwan likes about this guy. Following our how is so much better. She calmly advised, forget it Ning, no need to argue with them, everything will be clear by then. I have to go to the pet beast store, you go home first. She was unhappy but still agreed, okay. Lin Zhe sighed, why are the evolution materials so expensive? I spent all my savings in the last few months. Someone called his name from behind, brother Lin Zhe. Lin Zhe turned back and replied, Ning. Quan Ning came over and asked, you're back. Mom told me to ask you, are you coming to our house for dinner tonight? He replied, okay, I'll come over later. She tucked her hair behind her ear and hesitated to ask, brother Lin Zhe, that. The Pet Beast Master Qualification Assessment tomorrow, can you go with me? Lin Zhe calmly replied, of course, and I'll also participate in the exam. Hearing this, Quan Ning was very happy. Really, that's great, brother Lin Zhe, you must let those Jianghao guys know what etiquette is. He confidently affirmed, don't worry, I'll give everyone a surprise. She waved goodbye and reminded, then it's a deal, remember to come to my house for dinner later. Brother Lin Zhe, he agreed, okay. Lin Zhe held the evolution materials in his hand and muttered, just the ice element essence, low level, and the soul jade are so expensive, little one, you'll have to spend even more money when you upgrade in the future. Little Snowball flew up and cried out, meow, showing that it understood. He fed it while coaxing it, here little one, eat this and you can evolve, eat slowly, no one is fighting with you. As soon as it finished eating, little Snowball burped and grew bigger, making Lin Zhe quite surprised. Did it really evolve? It's glowing, to the point that Lin Zhe had to cover his eyes. A hand grew out of little Snowball's body. Then 2 small feet also appeared. In the middle of the dazzling light, a cute little girl floated in the air. Little Snowball's whole body was made of ice and snow, with a cold and sharp face. The system then displayed its updated information, Ice Spirit Soul, name Ice Spirit Soul, attribute Ice, level 2nd stage 2nd level, growth degree 0%. Skill Water Hammer, extreme cold domain, and the conditions for its Queen Route evolution. He took his hands off his eyes and happily said, successfully evolved, Ice Spirit Soul. Lin Zhe began to consider, it's raised by a major realm. Now the average level of pet beasts of 12th grade students in Binhai First High School is only between 3rd to 5th stage. But I directly reached the 2nd stage. Ice Spirit Soul came closer and rubbed against his cheek affectionately, making Lin Zhe feel too cold. Just getting close is already cold. It seems that the strength has increased a lot compared to what I imagined. He secretly rejoiced. If it weren't for the system's hint to know little Snowball's evolution materials, then no one would use these materials to feed a pet beast. This time I bet right. Lin Zhe quickly operated to receive the reward. Then he took out the soul crystal, along with the body strengthening stone. The soul crystal can strengthen soul intensity. Soul intensity will determine the level and number of pet beasts that can be contracted, and the body strengthening stone will directly strengthen his physique, so both are equally important. Lin Zhe directly chewed and swallowed both crystals. His eyes lit up and he felt every change in his body. The system panel then updated, Lin Zhe, physique increased from 1 to 2, soul from 0.8 to 1.8, soul power from 80 to 180. Pet Beast, Ice Spirit Soul 2nd stage 2nd level, achievement points 123. Lin Zhe tried to punch and felt, I don't feel cold anymore, and there's a stream of power flowing in my body, although I don't have to personally participate in the battle. But a strong body is also a good thing. If I encounter danger, the ability to survive will be improved. He withdrew his hand and a large hole appeared in the wall. Ice Spirit Soul hugged Lin Zhe's hand and acted spoiled. He looked at it and confidently decided, might as well all in, use all the achievement points. No sooner said than done, Lin Zhe consumed all the achievement points to upgrade Ice Spirit Soul. A large block of ice appeared on the ground behind it. The system announced the deduction of achievement points, and the current level of Ice Spirit Soul is 2nd stage 4th level. Growth degree 24%. He secretly felt complacent. At the association tomorrow, when assessing the level, I must make them gape. Lin Zhe followed behind Quan Ning into the school. She stretched and asked, brother, are you all prepared? He confidently replied, of course. Today I must also get the qualification of Pet Beast Master. Quan Ning happily said, that's great. You suddenly started to become enthusiastic. If it was before, you definitely wouldn't participate. He smirked and replied, people will change. Someone on the school grounds saw them walking together and sighed regretfully. Hayes, that's the genius of 12th grade of Binhai First High School, Quan Ning. Why does she always like to walk with a waist? A blonde girl showed displeasure and replied, Who knows? I heard that yesterday Chu Hong of first high school confessed to her, but was rejected. TSK. Why does everyone like her? What's so good about her? The girl who started the conversation covered her mouth and shush, quiet. What if they hear us? Lindsay heard everything but was too lazy to explain to them. Quan Ning is his cousin. Also the genius of Bin Hai first high school. There are many fans and jealous people. But it seems that she doesn't care about anyone. She was walking next to him and glanced at Lindsay asking, Brother, are you really going to take Little Snowball to participate in the Pet Beast Master Qualification Assessment? He happily replied, Of course, don't underestimate Little Snowball. Quan Ning put her arm around Lindsay's neck and teased, If we pass today, we have to go celebrate. There's a shop I wanted to try. This posture caused her full breasts to press against his face, making Lindsay blush in embarrassment. From behind them, a girl pointed at them and shouted, Quan Ning, you stop there. Then she told the person next to her, Brother, it's her who stole my man. She turned back and coldly asked, Who are you? Who is your boyfriend? She then replied with a name, Chu Hong. Quan Ning took a while to remember. Oh, that guy with the horse hair. Sorry, I'm not interested in him, and I've already rejected his confession. The blonde girl with freckles angrily retorted, You're lying, you must have seduced him first. She didn't bother to pay attention, turned around and grabbed his hand to pull him away. Let's go, brother. I don't want to explain too much to them. We have more important things to do. The tattooed blonde quickly came over and grabbed Quan Ning's shoulder to stop her, threatening, Completely not putting me in your eyes, I haven't told you two to leave yet. If you mess with my woman, don't blame me for being impolite. She glanced coldly and said, Let go. He saw that Quan Ning didn't put him in her eyes, and he was extremely angry. He raised his hand ready to hit down and scolded, Bitch, let me give you a taste of my power. Lindsay stiffly grabbed the tattooed man's hand. She was shocked to look at him. The girl with freckles standing next to him cheered, Brother, don't joke around. Her brother is a waste. Everyone knows that. He glared at Lindsay and yelled, You want to be a hero to save the beauty. You don't know your own strength. His expression was gloomy looking at the tattooed man. Then without saying a word, he kicked the tattooed man. She gaped at her cousin being kicked away a distance. He fell on the ground, his anger rising. Lindsay came in front of the tattooed man and said indifferently, I am her brother. If there is anything, just find me. He gnashed his teeth angrily looking at him. Quan Ning stood far away and secretly rejoiced. So brother Lindsay is so good at fighting. Lindsay was also quite surprised. He didn't expect his physique and strength to increase so much. He propped his hands on the ground and stood up saying, Really looking for a fight, then don't blame me. A faint blue light appeared in his hand. A pet beast gradually appeared in the air. He and Quan Ning quietly observed the tattooed man. A huge ferocious wolf appeared in front of them. He smirked, Just 2 high school students, and you want to resist my second stage, you wolf. She was worried. That's true, my pet beast is only first stage 7th level now. Even if I have enough confidence in it, the chance of winning is still very small. But there's no way. Quan Ning reached out to summon her pet beast. But Lindsay was one step faster than her, causing Quan Ning to shout in surprise, Brother, what are you doing? Brother, don't tell me you want to use Little Snowball. He smiled and said to her, What if you get injured? It will affect your pet beast master qualification assessment. Leave it to me. The girl with freckles laughed loudly and mocked, Are you crazy? Just based on someone with the worst talent in Bin Hai first high school like you, and you dare to say these words? Brother, quickly teach them a lesson. He immediately ordered the wolf, charge. Lindsay reached out to summon Little Snowball. Just as the big wolf rushed over, a strong light emitted, blocking in front of him. Wolf was unable to react and continued to rush forward. But a layer of ice gradually covered its face. Ice Spirit Soul appeared, coldly freezing an entire area. The wolf in front of it was also frozen into a large block of ice. Both the tattooed man and his cousin smoothly felt the cold emanating from it in fear. Quan Ning was surprised. This is Little Snowball. He turned around to explain. Little Snowball evolved. The tattooed man urged, Hurry up and move along. Lindsay continued, Now it's called Ice Crystal Soul. The great wolf instantly froze and shattered into hundreds of pieces, falling at his feet. The tattooed man was horrified and couldn't believe his eyes. No way. A high school student's highest pet should only reach first stage 9th Duan, stage 9. How could he wipe out my second stage pet? She asked worriedly, Honey, what do we do? He quickly replied, I didn't expect him to have a higher level second stage pet. We messed up. Let's go. He suddenly spoke, Hey, did I say you guys could leave? The two of them were scared. Their faces turned pale. Ice Crystal Soul summoned ice cones. A series of ice spikes flew towards the two of them. He was very sensible and quickly rushed over, bowing 90 degrees and saying loudly, "I'm sorry, big brother, we were wrong." Lindsay coldly replied, "The person you need to apologize to isn't me, right?" The tattooed man immediately turned to Quan Ning and honestly said, "Sorry classmate Quan, we were mistaken, please forgive us this time. I will go and teach Chu Hong a lesson later." The girl with freckles fearfully called, "Honey." He mercilessly slapped her and scolded, "What are you spacing out for? Hurry up and apologize." She turned around, waved her hand and said, forget it, you guys go." The tattooed man was stunned, hey." He patted Ice Crystal Soul's head and said, "Alright." In the distance, the tattooed man was grabbing his cousin's neck and dragging him away. Quan Ning happily rushed over and asked in quick succession, "Bro, you're so awesome, how did you do it? That was a second stage along. What's an Ice Crystal Soul? Can little Snowball evolve?" Lindsay pinched her cheek and briefly replied, "Yes, but there's not much time left. We'll talk about it later. We need to hurry to the assessment hall before the qualification test." At the Beast Tamer Association building. Inside the hall, many people were looking up in the same direction. Some people looked at the stone in front of them and asked curiously, "Is that the Source Stone tablet?" Some marveled, "It's so big," while others thought, "It doesn't seem like anything special." He said to himself, "This is the last qualification assessment of the year. Some will forever lose their qualification as Beast Tamers. Some will successfully enter the Beast Tamer Academy and embrace a new life. I must succeed." The sound of the door opening in the hall attracted everyone's attention. Jinwen led the judging panel to welcome the assessment participants. "Welcome everyone to participate in today's Trainee Beast Tamer assessment. Everyone who enters will receive a small bronze badge with clear markings of low, medium, high, and super. This is the key to entering the virtual realm of the Source Stone tablet. You only need to choose a level of challenge that you want to try. The harder the level, the more generous the rewards. Please watch the screen." The screen on the surface of the Source Stone tablet appeared. Low difficulty adds 1 soul point after passing the challenge, plus 5% pet growth rate of the designated pet. Medium difficulty adds 2 soul points after passing the challenge, plus 1 physique point, plus 10% pet growth rate of the designated pet. High difficulty adds 3 soul points after passing the challenge, plus 2 physique points, plus 20% pet growth rate of the designated pet and unlock the second pet. And finally the super difficulty adds 5 soul points after passing the challenge, plus 3 physique points, plus 30% pet growth rate of the designated pet and unlock the second pet. Seeing these rewards, everyone was very excited and discussed. "It's so attractive. It would be great if I could pass the super difficulty." Don't dream, the passing rate of super difficulty is less than 10%. I'll pass the low difficulty this time, become a trainee beast tamer, and then think about it. Quan Ning asked curiously, "Bro, which one are you choosing?" Lindsay held the badge in his hand tightly, thinking, without answering her. Jinwen reminded, "Before choosing the difficulty for the test, I advise everyone, this is related to your future development. Please choose carefully, combine it with your own strength to choose a manageable difficulty." Quan Ning pondered for a while. She decided to choose high difficulty. After the selection time was over, the screen on the stone tablet displayed the summary. 46 people chose low difficulty. 10 people chose medium difficulty. 1 chose high difficulty. 1 chose super difficulty. Some people started laughing. Which idiot chose super difficulty? That's right, probably not awake yet. Still slipping up at this time, so stupid. No matter who it is, this guy definitely won't be able to get into the Beast Tamer Academy this year. They didn't know that the person who chose super difficulty was Lin Zhe. Quan Ning glanced and saw the light emitting from the selection in his hand. She was stunned and shouted, "Bro, you chose super difficulty? If you fail, you won't be able to apply for the Beast Tamer Academy this year." Lin Zhe smiled and replied, "Don't worry, I know my limits." At this time, the eyes of everyone in the hall turned towards him. Everyone started discussing, is this the person who chose super difficulty? Did he press the wrong button? Could this guy be an idiot? Jinwen also spoke up, "Young man, didn't you hear what I said earlier? You have to choose carefully." Lin Zhe replied, "This is a decision made after careful consideration." His face darkened. "You mean, you think you can pass the super difficulty?" He confidently replied, "Of course." Seeing Lin Zhe so determined, Jinwen turned around, left a few words and walked away. "That young man is so strong-willed. I've warned you. If you still want to play with fire, then it's up to you." He returned to his position beside the Source Stone tablet and announced, "If everyone has finished choosing, then I announce. The competition begins." All the attendees are seated in the hall. A blue light emitted from the stone tablet began to spread in the space. The stone tablet shone brightly. It gradually brought everyone into the virtual realm. Jinwon stood in front of the stone tablet and observed. Lindsay, right, very interesting. At this time, he had entered an arena. Lindsay propped himself up and stood up. He looked around and thought, it seems I've entered the virtual realm of the source stone tablet. Inside the virtual realm, no matter what kind of damage you suffer, it won't affect you in reality, including the death of your pet. Lindsay said comfortably, then there's nothing to worry about, let's go all out, then, and move forward. Suddenly, the system screen appeared in front of him, startling him. It announced, you have an achievement that has been completed but not yet claimed, a great initial victory, defeating Along. Lindsay was happy. Can I see the system here too? Click receive. The reward he received was 100 achievement points, plus 1 soul stone. Lindsay operated to receive the reward and then immediately used 100 achievement points and the soul stone. Ice Crystal Soul instantly appeared beside him, his whole body undergoing changes. The soul attribute updated, 1.8 increased to 2.8. Growth rate 24% increased to 44%. Second stage 4th Duan increased to second stage 6th Duan. Lindsay was even more excited. The chances of winning are a bit higher now. At this moment, a door in the arena suddenly opened. A monster stepped out from inside. Its whole body was on fire. The system announced, Flame Slime, Fire Attribute First Stage 7th Duan. He was a little surprised. Wasn't it said to be super difficulty? Why is there only a first stage? That pet shook its head and snorted. A large flame shot out from its throat. Lindsay calmly ordered, Ice Crystal Soul, Ice Cone. It quickly controlled many sharp ice shards like arrows towards the flame. The flame released a large fire blocking the rain of ice cones. Fire against ice created a misty fog. The fog dissipated, the flame was pierced by sharp ice and its whole body was frozen. He happily rubbed Ice Crystal Soul's head and praised, it seems my ice fatty is still more powerful. The first door contains 5 trials. Continue the challenge. Another door in the arena opened. A cloud of black smoke began to spread. From behind the door, a skeleton wrapped in bandages slowly emerged. The system displayed information about it. Bandage Freak, Undead Attribute, First Stage 9th Duan. Lindsay smiled and thought, for others, First Stage 9th Duan might be a little difficult. Outside the virtual realm, Jinwon ignored the other contestants and focused on watching his battle. Lindsay thought, but for me, it's just a small matter. Over there, he judged, Brat, you were lucky in the beginning, because its attribute was restrained by yours. The real challenge is next. Unexpectedly, he quickly passed the second trial. Continue the challenge. This time, entering the arena was a dry tree. Its eyes shone brightly, staring intently. His system continued to provide information. This beast is a dryad, plant attribute, second stage 2nd Duan. Jinwon predicted, it seems that his pet is at most at stage 1, level 2, and this dryad is stage 2, level 2. No matter how talented he is, this level will be difficult. In the arena, it used its large dry tree branch arms to block all the ice shards that Ice Crystal Soul launched. Lindsay quickly analyzed, its hard dry bark is indeed tough, even ice cones can't penetrate it. It flung the ice shards off its body. Then the dryad launched withered vines, capturing Ice Crystal Soul. Seeing it quickly rushing towards Ice Crystal Soul, who was being restrained, he sneered, although you are the strongest newcomer, but it ends here. Suddenly Jinwon was surprised, his eyes widened. On the screen, the dryad's feet were fixed to the arena floor by a thick layer of ice. Its dry arms and mouth made strange sounds, hiss, hiss, hiss. He stood behind Ice Crystal Soul, observing. Then Lindsay gave the command at the right moment, activate domain. The ice shards around Ice Crystal Soul spun faster and faster. He coldly said, you thought we only knew the ice cone skill, ice cone, one more time. The dryad raised its arms to block the many ice shards that were flying towards it. It was surrounded by a thick layer of ice, spreading and solidifying. At this time, 3 sharp ice spikes appeared from above. They fell and stabbed straight into its head. Lindsay shouted to end it, while rubbing the little Ice Crystal Soul's head and looking at the dryad's body being stabbed and falling to the ground by the ice shards. The third trial passed. 2 trials remain. From inside the door, many bloodshot eyes glared at him. Lindsay was startled and panicked. Outside the virtual realm, many students who had escaped regretted complaining, damn it, just a little bit more and I would have killed that one. Some sighed, Hayes, I failed again this year. I didn't expect the final level of elementary to be so difficult. A stage 6, level 1, so hard to deal with. Others laughed loudly, I succeeded. I'm a trainee beast tamer now. Suddenly someone shouted that's a fierce claw beast. Everyone gradually gathered towards the screen on the source stone tablet, wondering, why is there a level 2 beast appearing in the trainee assessment? Everyone was surprised to realize isn't that the guy who chose Super? At this time, on the arena, the final trial door opened, he expectantly said, finally reached the final round. The people outside the scene who were watching intently also had to exclaim, he's really strong. I know all the outstanding students in my school, but I don't know this guy. At this time, Quan Ning, who had just escaped from the virtual realm, was happily cheering, I passed. I officially became a trainee beast tamer, bro Lindsay. Seeing everyone crowding in front of the stone tablet, each saying something, oh my god, so strong, she was stunned, what's going on? Quan Ning also came closer and looked at the screen, he's already passed the 4th level on super difficulty, so awesome, everyone was excitedly watching, he's out. A huge, fierce lion with murderous eyes appeared in front of everyone, all were horrified, what is that? Many people were shocked, heavens, it's a saber-toothed lion, this is too terrifying, almost no newcomer can defeat it. Lindsay was excited, finally there's someone worthy of a fight, Ice Crystal Soul, continue using Ice Cone. However, it quickly jumped to the side, dodging the attack. He thought so fast. In an instant, the saber-toothed lion pounced, using Lightning Strike to attack. Ice Crystal Soul's body was hit by one of its claws, and a piece cracked off. Jinwon was annoyed and cursed inwardly, brat, I admit you have talent, but this time, it will definitely be your end. Lindsay quickly analyzed the situation, although Ice Crystal Soul is one stage higher than Saber-Toothed Lion, but in battle, it's not always the higher level that wins. Currently, Ice Crystal Soul has gone through 4 consecutive battles, its stamina is exhausted, while Saber-Toothed Lion is an extremely powerful beast in terms of speed and power in a duel. In terms of speed and power, it clearly surpasses Ice Crystal Soul, it will definitely be in a difficult situation, if it continues like this, the chance of losing is very high. Have to wait for the right opportunity, right when it stretches out its claws to pounce. He said, Ice Crystal Soul, prepare. Lindsay aimed at the right moment, this is it. When the saber-toothed lion's claws were about to touch, Ice Crystal Soul immediately launched an ice cone. The beast was stabbed by the ice shard and fell to the ground like a hedgehog. In the hall, everyone was confused. What's going on? A draw, what is this? Someone shouted, that's not right. Everyone look, the saber-toothed lion's huge body is twitching slightly. It struggled to stand up, shaking its thick mane. The saber-toothed lion flung off the ice shard stuck on its body. Jinwon speculated. I didn't expect it to be able to fight a stage 5. Level 2 saber-toothed lion evenly. So his pet must be at stage 5, level 2 or higher. This kid really hit such a powerful card. This is a decision after he carefully considered. It roared loudly. Ice Crystal Soul also stood up from the ground, dusting off his clothes. Immediately afterwards, it rushed towards saber-toothed lion. The beast's claws were instantly frozen. But it didn't care at all, leisurely trampling the ice under its feet. Lindsay suddenly remembered, that's right, saber-toothed lion is originally a beast pet living in extremely cold areas, so its cold resistance is very strong. His mood sank slightly, it's being restrained. At this time, the system suddenly appeared with a notification, new achievement reached. The number of times the pet skill has been used has accumulated to 10. Receive 100 achievement points. Unlock the pet skill function. Lindsay was surprised. What is the unlock skill function? The system then gave detailed information about 3 types of skills, Extreme Cold Shackles, Ice Stone, Ice Frost Star and the conditions to unlock them, he exclaimed. I didn't expect it could combine so many skills. Lindsay thought of a way. Usually pets only have 2 basic skills, the more diverse the combination of tactics. Although Extreme Cold Domain has a wide range, both dealing damage and controlling, it is not strong enough, currently. What I need most is a powerful single control skill. He immediately chose Extreme Cold Shackles, a control skill, costing 50 achievement points, leaving 50 achievement points. The remaining points, at the same time, the saber-toothed lion pounced. Its mouth opened wide, revealing 2 sharp, long fangs, and its claws were raised. Lindsay calmly upgraded Ice Crystal Soul. His body glowed again. Ice Crystal Soul, Stage 2, Level 7. In the hall, everyone was in an uproar. What is that light, an upgrade? Someone exclaimed in surprise. I didn't see him spend any materials. Even upgrading through combat experience only has a chance after winning a battle. There must be something wrong. After upgrading Ice Crystal Soul, he confidently waved to the saber-toothed lion, come on. Let's try the Extreme Cold Shackle skill. Hearing the command, Ice Crystal Soul immediately cast the skill, Extreme Cold Shackles. A huge chain made of ice suddenly appeared in the air and wrapped around its neck. The beast roared and struggled to break free from the chain. Lindsay ordered, "Take this opportunity." Ice Cone, a blue light appeared in the palm of his hand, carrying great energy. The saber-toothed lion was pierced by the ice shard and roared in pain. The newcomers who were watching were confused. What skill is that? Why? He angrily wondered, why can his pet use 3 skills? On the screen, saber-toothed lion was being controlled by Lindsay and his pet. It struggled to shake off the ice shards on its body. He calmly said, "Is its skin really that thick?" Then one more time, Ice Crystal Soul's eyes flashed with purple light. His hands stretched forward, casting the skill. Finally, saber-toothed lion fell, and then the virtual realm announced, "Congratulations, you have passed the exam. You have successfully passed the super test." Quan Ning jumped up and down happily, cheering. He won. Amazing. Meanwhile, other newcomers were full of doubt. Unbelievable. He must have bribed the examiner. Junwen sighed. I didn't expect it to be this kid. He looked at his sleeping body in the crowd and smiled faintly. I've met many talented young people with special abilities. But like this, quietly, no one knows. Suddenly standing out like this, is the first time I've seen it. Before leaving the virtual realm, the system updated information about Lindsay. Physique, 5 increased to 10, Soul 2.8 increased to 7.8. Beginner level, Spirit Power 780, no skills, Pet, Ice Crystal Soul, Achievement Points 57, the system also indicated Ice Crystal Soul, Stage 1. Level 3, Growth Rate 84%, Skills, Ice Cone, Extreme Cold Domain, Extreme Cold Shackles. He looked at Ice Crystal Soul proudly and thought, indeed, after experiencing the super challenge, the power has been significantly enhanced. The system dinged again and appeared, can sign a contract with a second pet. A series of pets flashed in Lindsay's mind, causing him to hesitate a bit. What should I choose for the second pet? It seems I have to make a trip to the pet store. While Lindsay was thinking, the system continued to announce, Beginner Beast Tamer, completed the Beginner Beast Tamer test, completed the first challenge, obtained achievements, and received 200 achievement points Soulstone ×1. At the same time, the virtual realm announced, the rewards have been issued, leaving the challenge. He opened his eyes in surprise when he saw a crowd of people gathered around him. Everyone came to congratulate and ask about him. How did you do it? Where did your ice pet come from? I've never seen it before, friend, you're really amazing. She hugged Lindsay from behind and happily said, Bro, I knew it. You would definitely succeed, I knew it. Great, he held Quan Ning's arm and smiled happily. Junwen also came over to praise, young man, your performance really surprised people. I take back my previous words. Your confidence doesn't come from impulsiveness or recklessness, but from real strength. The people around were surprised. An examiner apologizing to a student. It's really never been seen before. Lindsay humbly replied, I don't mind that. He held out his hand and invited, Your name is Lindsay, right? Are you interested in joining our Beast Tamer Association? I can arrange for you a reserve officer position. The treatment and benefits are very generous. This won't affect your registration for the Beast Tamer Academy. After graduation you will be directly appointed as an executive of the association. How about it? What do you think? Quan Ning urged, Bro, agree. Even the best graduates from the Beast Tamer Academy have to pass a rigorous selection process to have a chance to join the association. He hesitated. That's right. As long as I nod, the tuition and living expenses for the next 4 years will be taken care of, and I will be respected and admired by everyone. But there's no free lunch in this world. The more you receive today, the more you have to pay later. Moreover, the rules of the Beast Tamer Association are known to be strict. I don't want to lose my freedom right now. Lindsay politely refused. Thank you for the examiner's invitation, but I have thought it through. After graduation, I will decide my own path. Many people were shocked and couldn't believe it. One brazen person even pointed at himself and proposed, Examiner, if he doesn't go, can I go? Junwen ignored him and focused on assessing him. This kid, with his current rate of development, he will definitely be hundreds of times stronger than he is now. By then he can ask for the highest treatment from the Beast Tamer Association. It's not just these small benefits now. He said cheerfully, if that's the case, I won't force you. If you need anything in the future, or change your mind, come find me anytime. Then he pointed to the badge on his chest and introduced himself. Ha Junwen. Lindsay smiled and looked at Junwen. The competition ended and everyone left one after another. From behind, someone called out, Quan Ning, wait for us. 2 girls ran over from afar. She introduced, Bro, these are my classmates, Lu Xian and Zhang Xiaoyun from the class next door. Xian affectionately took Quan Ning's hand and begged, "Quan Ning, give us your brother's contact information." Xiaoyun was more direct, approaching him and suggesting, "Hey bro, let's be friends on social media. We've been noticing you for a while now. We can hang out later." Ziyan stood behind her, peeking out and congratulating him. "Classmate from the class next door, congratulations." Guan Ning glared at them angrily. Lindsay didn't respond, only quickly and politely replying, "We have something to do. We'll go first." Then, the two of them ran away as fast as they could amidst Xiaoyun shouting, "Wait, and me before you go." A notification popped up on his phone, "Come to the office." Lindsay peeked into the office and asked, "Did you call me?" The head teacher turned around when she saw him. "I heard you just passed the super grade assessment, right?" Lindsay nodded. She suddenly rushed over and hugged him tightly, excitedly saying, "That's great. You know, I've always had high expectations for you." He remembered the past, which didn't seem to be the case. The head teacher always yelled and chased after Lindsay after every failing test. At this moment, she suddenly pulled out a book and said, "Oh right, I called you here to give you this." He took the book in his hand and muttered, "This is the Basic Compendium of Soul Techniques." The head teacher explained, "This records many basic methods and techniques for cultivating soul techniques. This is a compulsory subject for trainee beast tamers. Getting familiar with it early will be beneficial. Soul techniques, besides controlling pets, are the main combat abilities of beast tamers. Those who cultivate soul techniques to a high level can even eliminate fierce beasts easily without relying on pets. Soul techniques can be used in conjunction with pets in combat, and can also create protective shields to help beast tamers avoid injury during intense battles." Lindsay happily replied, "Thank you, head teacher. I'll go practice right away." She waved her hand for him to leave. The head teacher instructed, "Go ahead. If you encounter anything you don't understand in the future, just come find me." He returned to his room and immediately took out the book to study. Soul Guardian creates a shield of soul power around the body 360 degrees, which can block all kinds of damage depending on the amount of soul power consumed. Lindsay read and thought, "The early bird catches the worm. I'll take the time to learn the basics well, so I'll have time to focus on learning more advanced subjects when I enter the academy." 10 minutes later, a faint blue light gradually emitted from his body. Gradually, a protective shield of soul power appeared around Lindsay's body. He opened his eyes, looked at his hand, and happily thought, "It seems I've grasped the basics. A soul technique that ordinary people need a few days to a few months to learn. I only took 10 minutes to comprehend." As expected, a soul aptitude of 7.8 points is not for show. The system displayed a notification, "Received 100 achievement points, current total is 350 points. Do you want to spend 50 achievement points to upgrade Soul Guardian?" Lindsay clenched his fist and happily thought, "Sure enough, the system also works for soul techniques. I didn't expect to accumulate so many points. For a life-saving skill like this, it's best to upgrade it 2 levels immediately to be safe." Soul Guardian, level 3, it seems the protective circle is larger and thicker. He smiled smugly, "I feel like this shield is thicker and wider, even enough to protect 3 or 4 people at the same time. So cool. Current soul power, 770. Lindsay realized, each time I use a soul technique, it only costs 10 soul power points. With a maximum stat of 780, then I can use it 78 more times. Oh right, the achievement for obtaining the title of Apprentice Beast Tamer came with a soul crystal. I'll use it now for convenience." The system updated, soul stat increased from 7.8 to 8.8. He continued to flip through the book and study. "It's a waste to only use a shield with this much soul power. I should learn a few more skills. Soul Arrow, focus your mind, gather soul power at your fingertips, and release. Soul Force Impact, focus your mind, channel energy into your fist, and throw a punch." It was late at night, but the lights in Lindsay's room were still on. He kept practicing. Lindsay released a soul arrow from his fingertip. A small hole appeared on the wall. He assessed, although the power isn't very strong, it's like shooting an arrow, extremely accurate. "Next, let's try this move." Lindsay focused his strength into his fist. Then, he threw a punch towards the opposite wall. A large dent immediately appeared on the wall, costing a whole 30 soul power points. Lindsay stared in astonishment at the shattered wall in front of him. Is the power that fierce? The system screen appeared. "You have successfully learned 3 soul techniques. Received a reward, a soul replenishing potion. Soul replenishing potion restores all soul power in an instant." He assessed, the effect is extremely useful. I should save it for when I really need it. Then, Lindsay operated on the system again, spending another 100 achievement points, leaving 150 achievement points. Soul Arrow and Soul Force Impact have now reached level 2. He happily said, both Soul Arrow and Soul Force Impact have been upgraded to level 2. I'll save the remaining points for now, in case of emergency. Tomorrow, I have to go earn money to buy a second pet. The next day, at the mission center, Lindsay stood in front of a machine reviewing the missions. He pondered, it's my first time accepting a mission to earn money. With my current strength, accepting a few common level missions shouldn't be a problem. Of course, I'll choose the one with the most money. The mission machine announced, since you are currently an apprentice beast tamer, to ensure safety, the system will automatically team you up with 3 other people. The mission reward will be divided equally. Lindsay angrily poked the machine repeatedly. What the heck? Are you kidding me? I can do it myself. The machine continued to announce steadily, please be present at the Bell Death Gorge before 2 o'clock in the afternoon. The team of 3 people who were teamed up had arrived earlier. Seeing his figure appear, Zhang said, you're finally here. Lindsay happily waved his hand, hello. He then pointed at him and put on a superior attitude, hey kid, we've been waiting for you. You haven't graduated yet, have you? Ming Shan scratched his head irritably. How the heck did they assign us a kid who hasn't graduated yet? Shuiyun playfully corrected their attitude, hey, don't scare people. Handsome kid, just follow me later, okay? Lindsay replied, yes, I haven't graduated yet. So, I'll be relying on everyone's guidance in the future. She smiled sweetly, so well behaved. He reminded, hey, are you getting distracted by handsome guys again? Focus, this mission might be more difficult than we thought. Don't lose your life because of carelessness. She clicked her tongue and turned away, ignoring him. Ming Shan instructed, for now, I'll be the team leader. When we reach the mission point, you must follow my command. When it comes to splitting the money, your share will be a little less. Understand? He secretly assessed, these people are all the type who aren't good enough to get into a beast taming academy, relying on the smattering of knowledge they learned from high school to wander around, accepting petty missions to make a living. On the surface, Lindsay still happily agreed, just divided according to the effort put in. Whoever does more gets more. He replied, looks like you understand things. Let's go. The group began to enter the canyon. After a while, a dark, bottomless cave appeared in front of them. Waves of intense sound reverberated from the ground. From inside the cave, hundreds of green-eyed armored death beetles with glowing eyes were crawling out. Their bodies were covered by a layer of solid armor, with sharp thorns on their heads and necks and sharp fangs. Shuiyun exclaimed. Immediately after, Ming Shan proposed, we just need to seal the entrance of the cave and eliminate all the beetles, right? He confidently challenged, here I come, and summoned his pet rhinoceros. Zhang Lei also summoned a mantis, not wanting to be outdone, and said, watch me show you. Shuiyun's pet was a bee. She winked at him, little brother, just stick close to me, okay? Lindsay thought, to act, you must first know who you are. Make sure that not only can it crawl on the ground, but it can also fly. Ming Shan commanded, charge. Crush them for me. The rhinoceros charged forward, using its horn to knock away several death beetles in front of it. He laughed coldly. What a reckless fool. Watch this, it's my turn. Zhang Lei ordered his pet to use a move, aerial severing slash. The mantis flew into the midst of the death beetles and began to fight. Shuiyun also joined the battle, don't even think about it. Death bee, go. Her giant bee flapped its wings powerfully, bending its tail and firing a barrage of poisonous stingers. The mantis also successfully used its sides to slash away the death beetles surrounding it. Many death beetles were eliminated and fell to the ground. He looked at him and boasted, how about it, newbie? The 3 of us are a super team. You just need to stand aside and cheer. He turned back and said disdainfully, still asking to split the reward? Consider it tuition. She happily instructed again, I'll split a little less of my share for you then. Just stay behind me and protect yourself. In his heart, Lindsay secretly sneered, all these fancy moves, I don't understand how they can threaten the swarm of insects. As he said, the sound of flapping wings echoed in the distance from the cave. Shuiyun was startled and shocked, what's that? What sound is that? The death beetles became even more excited upon hearing the sound of their comrades. Insects flew quickly towards them. The 3 people standing behind their pets fearfully watched the swarm of black insects pouring out of the cave. Zhang Lei shouted in fear, more are pouring out of the cave. Look at the horns, they're completely different. They're calling for reinforcements. Lindsay wondered, could there be a larger death beetle king hiding inside? They swarmed around the rhinoceros. Sharp teeth bit into its flesh. The mantis and bee were also quickly grabbed, pinned to the ground, and torn apart. At this time, Zhang Lei hurriedly called, "Withdraw! Withdraw your pets quickly, or they'll be eaten clean." Ming Shan shouted loudly, "Rhinoceros, come back immediately!" He interrupted them, "It's useless." The sound the beetles made earlier had a paralyzing effect. "Your summoned beast can't obey your commands anymore." Shuiyun hugged her head in fear. "What? What do we do?" "My death bee." He grabbed Lin Zai's collar and questioned, "Why didn't you say so earlier? You're just good at standing on the sidelines and criticizing." He coldly replied, "What you should be worried about now isn't your summoned beasts, but yourself." Tens of thousands of glowing green eyes in the darkness were staring at them. Seeing the swarm of black beetles pouring out of the cave without end, he hurriedly shouted, "Run! Run quickly, or I'll lose my life with you. This damn mission is clearly not common level." With that said, Ming Shan bent over and ran away first. Many death beetles closely chased after him. Just as the beetles were about to catch up with Ming Shan, he stared wide-eyed in fear. Immediately, a protective shield surrounded them, blocking all the death beetles outside. Lin Zai coldly put his hands in his pockets and observed the situation. Zhang Lei looked at the protective barrier in shock and said loudly, "This is a soul technique. Only students of the Beast Taming Academy can use it. You're a high school student. How do you know it?" He snapped, "Shut up. Stand still behind me, and watch carefully." He was astonished and agape. Lin Zai immediately reached out and summoned Ice Crystal Soul. The remaining three were all confused. What kind of summoned beast is this? I've never seen it before, I don't even recognize it. He analyzed the situation. These beetles' combat strength is only equivalent to a Tier 7 beast, level 1. Their strength only lies in their numbers, but they don't have any wide-range AoE skills, so they can't effectively fight back. And I have a level 3 Ice Crystal Soul, which is the nemesis of large groups. Lin Zai ordered the Ice Crystal Soul to cast the skill, Extreme Cold Domain. The beetles were immediately frozen. Even the summoned beasts of the remaining three were affected. He ordered, "Take this opportunity to recall your summoned beasts. If you're willing to give up all the rewards, it's still in time." Ming Shan immediately agreed, "Okay, you can have anything you want, as long as you let us recall our pets and leave safely." Zhang Lei was unaware and pointed at Lin Zai and scolded, "What? This brat dares to threaten me? Who do you think you are, that Lin Zai who passed the super grade assessment?" He glanced at him and replied, "That's right, I am Lin Zai." Shuiyun suddenly realized, sure enough, I guessed right. A high school student who possesses such strength, besides Lin Zai, who else could it be? She begged. "Little brother Lin Zai, please save our beasts." Zhang Lei didn't believe it, and waved his hand away and scolded, "Do you think I have to believe you if you say you are? What am I supposed to believe in? Quickly release us and let us recall our pets." He immediately gave him a slap and cursed, "Idiot. Wasn't the strength he showed just now enough to open your eyes? It's our fault for being blind and not recognizing talent." The ice gradually melted, revealing the beasts along with the death beetles. Lin Zai urged, "There's no more time. It's about to thaw. Quickly recall your pets and get out of here while the insects are still immobile." Shuiyun asked worriedly, "What about you? These things can't be killed. They're only temporarily controlled." He looked at the space in front of him that was being covered by ice and snorted coldly. Lin Zai said, "To catch bandits, you must first catch the leader?" Zhang Lei asked in doubt, "This kid, could it be, planning to rush straight in?" He jumped down the cave and ordered the remaining people, "Let's go, quickly seize the time." Lin Zai and the Ice Crystal Soul landed at the bottom of the cave. He looked around and assessed, "It's as dark as a pit in here, but I can still see clearly. It seems my increased stats have also helped improve my physical strength." Hidden in the darkness, tens of thousands of eyes were watching Lin Zai intently. They flew towards him as if they had received an order. He immediately cast Soul Guardian, enveloping himself and the Ice Crystal Soul. The death beetles didn't give up, calling for even more reinforcements to rush into the protective barrier. The insects clung to the shield, trying to gnaw it apart. Lin Zai waved his hand and punched, using force impact to knock the insects out of the protective layer. The heads of the insects that were hit were severed from their bodies. But at this moment, cracks gradually appeared in the shield. He was a little worried. There are too many. No matter how much soul power I have, I can't withstand it. Lin Zai suddenly remembered, that's right, I still have achievement points. Current achievement points, 150. Ice Stone requires 50 achievement points to unlock, and Ice Frost Nova requires 100 achievement points to unlock. He rejoiced, great. Just enough to learn both moves. The Ice Crystal Soul's body flashed, receiving the skills. A moment later, the system announced, Ice Crystal Soul has mastered Ice Stone and Ice Frost Nova. Lindsay made a plan. With Ice Stone, the Ice Crystal Soul doesn't need to stay in Soul Guardian anymore, it can move freely. And Ice Frost Nova is indeed the wide-range AoE move I need. But I have to gather the surrounding ice elements first. Then combining it with Extreme Cold Domain is perfect. As soon as the protective layer shattered, he immediately ordered Ice Crystal Soul use. Extreme Cold Domain. The Ice Crystal Soul released all its power, freezing a vast area. Lindsay praised, good, there's enough ice element now. Use Ice Frost Nova. The Ice Crystal Soul began to compress the surrounding ice element into a point on its fingertip. The death beetles stared at him, standing in the protective layer, as if they wanted to devour him alive. The Ice Frost Nova appeared on the Ice Crystal Soul's fingertip, glowing brighter and brighter. When the Ice Frost Nova was released, it created a massive explosion. The system announced, eliminated 50 death beetles. Seeing the effect, Lindsay rejoiced, the shield shattered, this move is too strong. The damage is truly explosive. The system screen appeared again. Ice Crystal Soul has advanced from Stage 1, Level 3 to Stage 2, Level 3. At this moment, he realized, pets can level up by fighting. Although the speed is slow, with the number of insects here, it's truly a great place to level up. Who knows, today might help the Ice Crystal Soul break through to the next stage. Suddenly, a shrill screech echoed from afar. Another wave of death beetles advanced. Lindsay crossed his arms, his expression full of anticipation. It seems, the king of the insects is waiting in there. At this moment, the other three had also run out of the cave. Shuiyun, her forehead covered in sweat, worriedly suggested, we have to quickly report the danger level of this mission. Otherwise, Lindsay will be in danger. Zhang Lei angrily shouted, forget about him, he volunteered. Suddenly, someone landed right behind them. He spoke, excuse me. Is the Death Beetle mission being carried out ahead? Ningshan replied, that's right, the target is right ahead. But I sincerely advise you, 1,000 times. Before he could finish his advice, he saw the badge on the person's body. Ningshan was stunned, a copper-level Beast Tamer badge. Shuiyun and Zhang Lei were equally surprised. You're a copper-level Beast Tamer? This Beast Tamer badge is issued by the Beast Tamer Association and is divided into 3 levels. The copper badge is in the top 30% of Beast Tamers worldwide. The silver badge is in the top 12% of Beast Tamers worldwide. The gold badge is in the top 3% of Beast Tamers worldwide. Lada said self-indulgently, that's right, I am Lada, a copper-level Beast Tamer, specially dispatched by the association to handle this mess after the mission suddenly increased in difficulty. Shuiyun was delighted to hear this. That's wonderful. With you here, everything will definitely be fine. Big brother, can I follow you? He lifted her face and said, if you want to see me perform so much, then I'll agree to let you come along. The other two aren't qualified. Zhang Lei and Mingshan shook their heads. No. We have absolutely no intention of following. Inside, Lindsay and Little Snowball had frozen all the armored insects. The system announced, congratulations, you have obtained the achievement 100 Beasts Subdued, received 300 achievement points, and a +1 burst card. The burst card increases pet strength by 1 level for a short period, lasting 60 seconds. Lindsay was delighted, 100 Beasts Subdued, there's even an achievement like this. It must be similar to the 100 People Fall type, but this time the reward is really generous. I'll take it right away. Ice Crystal Soul advanced to Stage 3, Level 3. Growth rate 94%. He secretly rejoiced in his heart. It seems the day the Snow Maiden levels up is getting closer. Lindsay looked up at the cave entrance. He thought to himself, it's about time for it to appear. Suddenly, there was a loud noise. In front of Lindsay was a giant armored insect. He exclaimed, oh my god, this thing is terrifying. According to the mission information, the Death Beetle crisis only occurred a week ago, meaning this one has just evolved recently. The insect roared angrily. The system warned, danger warning, armor strike mutant, insect type, stage 1, level 4. He calculated, no I can't. If I retreat now, I won't get a single coin. High risk, high reward. Suddenly, a loud explosion sounded behind Lindsay. A powerful rock golem rushed down into the cave. It charged forward like an arrow. Following it were Lada and Shuiyun. Shuiyun breathed a sigh of relief. Lindsay, great, you're really okay. Lindsay said indifferently, I'm okay. But why did you come back? Lada hesitated. Another one. Get out of the way, kid. This place is dangerous. not a place you should venture into. Armor Strike Mutant, the king of the Death Beetle Swarm. It's a level 4 insect-type fierce beast, extremely rare. Only 1 in tens of thousands evolves to this level, and it can even control the entire swarm. I knew this monster was the culprit. Lada boasted, "Watch me subdue it." He was about to charge when Lindsay grabbed the hem of his clothes and reminded, "I came here to complete the mission. Please don't interfere. This boss is mine." Lada acted mysterious. "Kid, do you know who I am?" At this moment, the ferocious beetle was charging towards them. He was still complacent, a copper-level beast tamer. "Lada. What are you that you dare to talk to me like that?" Rock Golem, Earth-type, Stage 9, Level 3. The beetle's face was fierce, as if it wanted to devour them alive immediately. But it was blocked by the Rock Golem. Lindsay used extreme cold shackles to tightly wrap around the beetle's limbs. He slowly introduced, Apprentice Beast Tamer, Lindsay. Lada wasn't very surprised. "So you're Lindsay, the one who passed the super grade assessment. You do have some ability, but let me tell you, I passed the apprentice training. Survived countless battles, and was promoted to copper-level beast tamer." Lindsay acted indifferent. "I'll be able to do that too." His attitude made Lada extremely angry. "You said that?" Shuiyun, standing beside them with a frightened expression, shouted, "Stop arguing. There's danger behind you." At that moment, the beetle jumped up, bypassing the rock golem, preparing to attack them. Lada said nonchalantly, "What a nuisance. Brat, let me show you how big the gap is between us." He cast Soul Chain. The rock golem was currently upgraded to Stage 2, Level 4. Lindsay was astonished. "There's even this kind of soul technique?" The rock golem powerfully jumped high into the air. Then it crashed down like a fireball, attacking the beetle. The beetle was knocked to the ground, losing all ability to fight. Lada smugly said, "Being able to master high-level enhancement-type soul techniques isn't something everyone can do. That's the difference between you and me." The beetle was now slowly recovering. It emitted terrifying sounds, and launched a rush attack to counterattack. Armor Strike Mutant, Berserk State, current strength equivalent to Stage 3, Level 4, High Danger Level. Lada was annoyed. This guy is really too difficult. Lindsay and Little Snowball simultaneously summoned attack skills on the beetle. The beetle fell again. The rock golem also rushed to attack. Lindsay thought, "Here it comes." Lindsay tied the beetle up with extreme cold shackles. But it powerfully struggled, causing the chains to break into hundreds of pieces. Lindsay panicked, "Ice Stone!" Even so, it had no effect on the beetle. Layers of ice cracked open. Seeing this, Lada sneered, "Now we're even." The rock golem was sent flying by the beetle's tail. The rock golem's large body crashed heavily into the wall of the cave. The collision created a cloud of dust. Shuiyun, who was observing from the side, was terrified. "Retreat quickly. This bug is too strong. Otherwise, we'll all die here." Lada gritted his teeth in anger. "With such terrifying power, I'll spare it for now, but I'll find a chance to settle the score later." Lindsay still didn't give up. His voice was firm. "No, you guys go first. I'll stay and finish it off." Lada shouted angrily, "You crazy kid. You saw it yourself. Even when enhanced, the rock golem couldn't do anything to it." Lindsay slowly asked back, "You said earlier that the difference between us is that you mastered high-level enhancement soul techniques, right?" He was confused. "That's right, so what?" Lindsay hinted, then tried to guess what I'm about to do. He activated the burst card. Then, in the dazzling golden light surrounding him and Little Snowball, he commanded, "Enhance." Lada couldn't believe it. "You also know enhancement soul techniques?" Looking at Little Snowball gradually enhancing, he panicked. "Don't joke around." Lada's mouth was about to drop to the ground. "Are you kidding me? What kind of saint is this guy?" Shuiyun also cried out in shock. The system appeared, Stage 3, Level 4, duration is 60 seconds. Lindsay considered, "Only 1 minute, but if I had supporting soul techniques, it should be enough." Facing the beetle, which was eager to fight, he said to himself, "Let's go." Extreme cold shackles sealed the beetle's body. He secretly calculated, along with the ice crystal soul leveling up, the power of the skills is now much stronger than before. However, the control effect still doesn't last long. Lindsay unleashed his soul power, planning his next move in his mind, concentrate on dealing damage. Send it to its doom. The system announced, enhancement time remaining, 40 seconds. Soul power created tremendous damage to the beetle. Lada loudly tried to stop him. "Stop. If you continue to recklessly use soul power like that, you'll lose your life." Lindsay wasn't in a hurry. His voice was light. "It's okay, I've only used half of my soul power. Don't worry. Hearing this, he opened his mouth and stuttered, "What? Impossible." Shuiyun admired him immensely. "Genius. Maybe he really can defeat the armor strike mutant." The beetle screamed in pain, emitting terrifying sounds. Little Snowball summoned Ice Frost. Before it could recover from Lindsay's soul power, the beetle now had to face Little Snowball's Ice Frost attack. It was sent flying away by Little Snowball. The power of the Ice Frost was indeed no joke. It created a powerful shockwave. Shuiyun lost her balance and fell to the ground. Lada couldn't believe it this. Such terrifying power. No wonder I've never seen his pet before. Could it be? Shuiyun didn't understand. Could it be what? Lada explained. It is said that in ancient times, when the divine beasts fought, humans summoned the 5 top elemental divine beasts to end the chaos. Since then, those 5 divine beasts disappeared without a trace. He hesitated. Could it be? When the system reminded him that there were 30 seconds left of enhancement time, Lindsay raised his voice. "Let's end it here, you bug." Little Snowball also focused its power. Lindsay said, "One final blow? Running is the best strategy out of 36. The beetle quickly ran away to escape. Immediately, Lindsay and Little Snowball chased after it. He mocked it. "You still want to run?" Lindsay and Little Snowball had a tacit understanding, simultaneously launching moves to defeat the beetle. This attack directly hit the ferocious beetle. It lay flat on the ground with a large hole in its back. System announcement: "You are the first to defeat the boss armor strike mutant." Shuiyun cheered. "We won. Lindsay, you're really a god in my heart." La Da's face darkened. That kid stole all the glory again. System announcement: "Burst effect has ended." Little Snowball also stopped moving. Lindsay ran over to support Little Snowball. He praised it. "You did a great job." The system updated. Ice Crystal Soul has leveled up to Stage 3, Level 5, growth rate 100%. The requirement for evolution is 10 high-grade ice crystal materials. Lindsay thought, "It's reached 100%. I just need the materials to evolve." He looked at Little Snowball and smiled gently. "But we should wait for you to rest before making plans." Achievement obtained. Defeated the first boss, received 500 achievement points, 1 recovery potion, and 10 high-grade ice crystal evolution materials. Lindsay was much more excited. "They even gave me the evolution materials. The system is really considerate this time." Suddenly, Lada patted him on the shoulder and said, "Little brother, can we discuss something?" He pointed towards the beetle lying on the ground and asked, "Can I have the credit for killing the armor strike mutant?" Shuiyun reacted immediately. "What are you talking about?" It was clearly my little brother Lindsay. Before she could finish speaking, he interrupted. "I'll pay 100,000. Seeing Lindsay pondering, he thought, because this time, the mission was assigned to me by the Beast Tamer Association. If I don't complete it well, it will definitely affect my evaluation and promotion in the future. The outcome of this mission is very important to me. As for you, money is probably more practical at the moment. 100,000 is enough to buy a new pet." "Not bad." He probed. "What do you say?" Lindsay was still very calm. He said to himself, "But don't agree right away. Let's see what other conditions he offers." Lada tried to persuade, "Little brother, 100,000 is half a year's savings for me. Even if you receive the full reward for this mission, it would only be around 50,000. I'm giving you double. In fact, I owe you a big favor." Lindsay agreed. "Deal?" He thought to himself, a favor is priceless. Being trustworthy, Lada immediately transferred 100,000 to Lindsay on the spot. Suddenly, something caught Lindsay's attention. At the entrance of the cave was a man with his pet. Then the person jumped straight down. Lada stepped forward to greet Mr. He. Jinwon ignored his greeting. Shuiyun saw his badge and couldn't help but exclaim, "Oh my god, a silver badge. I didn't expect to see a legendary silver-level beast tamer in person." Jinwon greeted Lindsay, "We meet again." He also politely replied to him. Lada was stunned. "Wait, how does this kid know even Mr. He?" Only now did he remember his presence. He said, "I remember you're called Lada, right? It seems this mission was completed successfully." Lada replied loudly, "Yes, I handled the incident in this mission smoothly. No one was injured." Jinwon pondered, "This armor strike mutant is at least level 4. If I remember correctly, that kid's pet is only level 2. Even though he is indeed a rare genius. It must be thanks to Lada as the main force that the two of them were able to kill this beetle." He expressed his apology. "It seems this is the second time I have to apologize to you, due to the Beast Tamer Association's mistake in assessing the difficulty of the mission. A mission that should have been medium level was classified as common level. Lindsay replied politely, Brother Lada protected us very well. Lada scratched his head embarrassedly after hearing this. It's nothing. Shuiyun wondered, is this called high EQ? Jinwen proposed, to compensate for this incident, the association will pay you 100,000 yuan as compensation. In addition, we need to take the monster's corpse back for research. Lada was speechless. Damn, that kid is making a killing. Lindsay appeared obedient. Your wish is my command, so I'll accept it. But in his heart he knew, it's not just compensation. This is hush money, showing the association's attitude. It's easier to cause trouble if I don't accept it. In his head, Jinwen was also thinking, this kid doesn't have a second pet yet. He must need money. Consider it an investment. He said, the money has been transferred to your account. I hope you will use it well. Then he bent down and grabbed the beetle's leg. Carrying the beetle on his shoulder, he walked straight away without looking back, saying to the back, I'll go first. Lindsay was also shocked by Jinwen's strength. Leaving the cave, Lada teased, you earned 200,000 in one day. Lindsay added, and also a favor. He replied after hearing this, rest assured. I, Lada, am not an ungrateful person. See you later. As Lada's figure gradually disappeared, Shuiyun finally spoke, I didn't expect to meet two super powerful people today. It was worth coming here. I have to try to become stronger too. When I'm as strong as you, I wonder if I'll still have the chance to do missions together. Lindsay smiled encouragingly, keep it up, there will be opportunities. That night, Lindsay was walking on the street, calculating, with 200,000, it should be enough to buy a B-grade pet. A store employee greeted him warmly, welcome, how can I help you? Lindsay talked to her, I want to buy a pet. The employee politely said, then please follow me. The two of them went to the pet display area. The employee introduced, they're all here. Feel free to choose. He thought, it seems that in ordinary stores like this, B-grade pets are probably the highest grade. Bone snake, animal system, no hidden evolution branch. Clump gentleman, plant system, no hidden evolution branch. Flame imp, fire system, hidden evolution branch flame fiend. He stopped in front of a pet and said softly, found it. He was weighing in his mind, although it has a hidden evolution branch. It clearly can't be compared to Little Snowball, a pet that was once ranked F but contains the potential to evolve into a queen, a glorious king-grade pet. The employee quickly stepped forward and praised, brother, you have a good eye. This flame imp is considered an elite pet in the B-grade range. It's very rare. Only 160,000. Hearing the price, he was shocked. Why is it so expensive? She then explained, the price includes the evolution materials. Lindsay said softly, let me see a little more. He was carefully calculating. Oh right, Little Snowball was initially evaluated as an F-grade pet, and it was concluded that it couldn't evolve. But reality shows that those grades are just subjective opinions from the experts of the Beast Tamer Association, based on experience, not absolute truth. He walked around the store again, discovering a pet with a king-grade hidden evolution branch. Suddenly, Lindsay panicked when he saw something. He was a little doubtful, looks familiar. The system displayed that it was a rock-type pet, Rock Imp. Normal evolution, Rock Golem, superior strength and defense, large body, resistant to some elements. Hidden evolution, Rock God, awakens ancient bloodline, unlocks a hint of hidden divinity, capable of controlling rocks. Next form, Rock Fiend, evolution conditions, growth rate reaches 100%, 20 drops of medium-grade earth-type essence, 500 grams of necromantic powder. Lindsay smiled. No wonder it looks familiar. So it's this one. La Da's pet rock golem evolved from this rock imp, but it's just a normal branch. Who would have thought that this little thing has the potential to evolve into a god? In terms of combat performance, Ice Crystal Soul is a mage type that focuses on burst damage and control, while Rock Imp is a pure fighter type. The employee advised again, brother, don't hesitate anymore. Many people choose this Rock Imp. It's tough, easy to raise, and the evolution materials are simple. You can take it home for just about 80,000. Lindsay paid immediately without hesitation, deal. By the way, I also need to buy some evolution materials, 20 drops of medium-grade earth-type essence. 500 grams of necromantic powder. She asked back, are you planning to evolve the Rock Imp? But these materials can't be used to evolve it. Moreover, medium-grade earth-type essence is a rather expensive material. And it's a bit much to use it for a D-grade pet. Lindsay interrupted, not for it. I'm buying it to give to someone else. In his heart he thought, you were praising it so much just now. That was also when he cried in his heart, account balance 20,000. So the materials are even more expensive than the pet. The employee took it out and handed it to Lindsay, here you go. Sealing orb. Second pet, contract completed, 300 achievement points. Lindsay sat down and said happily, let's start. He summoned Rockimp, Roguestone, Stage 1, Level 1, growth rate 12%. Looking at Rockimp's current achievement points of 800, Lindsay calculated, first, I have to raise the growth rate to 100%. Spending 220 achievement points, Roguestone has reached Stage 2, Level 2, growth rate 100%. Lindsay sighed, looking at that silly face. Who would have thought that this kid has the potential to evolve into a god? He said to Rockimp, eat all these materials and you can break through. As quick as lightning, Rockimp flew over and ate all the food. He reminded, there's still necromantic powder left. But Rockimp shook his head in refusal. He scolded angrily, this brat, do you know how much money I spent buying this stuff? Now you're picky about food? Being scolded, Rockimp sulked angrily. Lindsay was also helpless. The kid is even turning his face away in anger. Suddenly, he froze, not understanding what was happening. Little Snowball appeared in front of him, his face full of murderous intent. Lindsay was satisfied, it seems recovery is good too. Rockimp darted away. An explosion echoed throughout the room. Little Snowball knocked him to the ground. He burst into tears of frustration. Lindsay held his head and sighed, he's really stubborn. Little Snowball stood expressionlessly watching Rockimp eat necromantic powder. He ate while crying. He ate until his head was spinning, and he was vomiting. Growth rate has reached 100%. Lindsay was stunned, black light. Rockimp emitted a fiery red light like magma. A tall body slowly stood up. Rockimp had evolved to a new level. That was Rock Fiend, with strength and skills much higher than before. Lindsay lamented, Lada, how could you have known that my silly rock would evolve into this form? Rock Fiend's eyes were full of killing intent. Lindsay panicked and asked, kid, what are you planning to do? Rock Fiend suddenly launched an attack. But Little Snowball quickly dodged it. Not willing to be outdone, Rock Fiend continued to attack. Snowflakes flew, covering the field of vision. Little Snowball was countered by Rock Fiend, flying and sticking to the wall, and was also crushed by his own iceberg. Lindsay was also stunned and shouted, my wall. This kid, friendly sparring is fine, but why are you taking action without orders? It seems I have to let you know what discipline is in this house. Ice Crystal Soul has met the evolution conditions. He warned in a cold voice, let me show you who's in charge here. Consuming 10 high-grade Ice Crystal evolution materials. Little Snowball gradually entered the evolution state. Rock Fiend still didn't understand what was happening. Little Snowball successfully evolved. Little Snowball has now evolved to a new level called Snow Woman, becoming a beautiful woman. Little Snowball's skills have been evolved to a new level. Lindsay was overjoyed, oh my god. The skills have evolved too. Rock Fiend felt that his body was not right. Little Snowball used ice to freeze his feet. Lindsay ordered, Snow Woman, launch Ice Burst. She listened to the order and immediately summoned Ice Burst, holding it close to Rock Fiend's head. Rock Fiend fell in fear at Little Snowball's feet. Lindsay seriously reminded him, since you signed a contract with me, you are my pet, my subordinate. So you must completely obey my orders. Your nature is so difficult to teach. He said sternly, I don't mind ending you. Now I only ask one question, will you submit? Rock Fiend immediately stood up and nodded repeatedly. Lindsay was very satisfied with his attitude. I warn you, absolutely no repeating this next time. It also bowed its head to apologize to Little Snowball. Someone outside called out loudly, open the door. Lindsay opened the door and saw a huge man with a menacing face. You little brat, what are you doing in the middle of the night? Do you know what you've done to my wall? Lindsay gave an apologetic smile and explained, sorry, uncle, I was just exercising. I'll pay for the damage. The man took the opportunity to press his advantage, his voice booming, this isn't the first or second time, you know? What about my mental state? It'll be at least 300,000. Lindsay felt like he wanted to end it all, 300,000? The man angrily grabbed his collar and threatened, that's right. You have to give it to me in 3 days. Or else I'll. Before he could finish his threat, Rock Demon suddenly appeared. It raised its fist, ready to give the man a good beating. The man's face turned pale, stunned and unable to react. When Rock Demon's fist was only inches from the man's face, Lindsay spoke up to stop it. Wait. The red-haired man trembled, is this your pet beast? What the heck is this thing? Lindsay smiled awkwardly. Sorry, uncle, I haven't disciplined it properly. I'm sorry for scaring you. As for the compensation. The man was pale with fear, sweat pouring down his face, stuttering, no need. Forget it. A real man wouldn't hold a grudge over such things. The room was a complete mess. Lindsay and Snow Woman were fast asleep on the bed, while Rock Demon sat cross-legged, leaning against the side of the bed. The next morning, sunlight streamed through the clouds. The phone rang, startling Lindsay awake. Snow Woman picked up the phone and handed it to him. At the other end of the line, Guanning spoke. Hey, today is the entrance exam for the Jiangning Beast Tamer Academy. Did you forget? Lindsay was stunned and exclaimed. Guanning scolded, Idiot, hurry up and gather at the school gate. Outside the school gate, everyone had already gathered. Someone shouted, Lindsay's here. Guanning waved, Hey, over here. Lindsay raised his hand in a brief greeting. Everyone looked at him impatiently, and someone grumbled, How can he be late for something so important? There was constant chatter. He really thinks he's the center of the universe. Don't say that, he just passed the super-level assessment. The homeroom teacher angrily punched Lindsay on the cheek. Did you oversleep again? He groaned in pain. Lindsay rubbed his cheek and explained, I've been too tired lately. The homeroom teacher cut him off. Never mind. She asked softly, Did you practice your soul technique properly? Guanning curiously watched the two of them whispering. The homeroom teacher shouted, Everyone, gather around here. You are all elites of Pinghai No. 1 High School. This year's entrance exam for Jiangning Beast Tamer Academy will definitely be more fierce than ever. I hope you will all do your best, but don't push yourselves too hard. Whether you pass or fail, in my heart, you will always be my best students. I will be waiting for good news from you. Good luck. The students all shouted together, Good luck. The homeroom teacher secretly said to Lindsay, I hope you will become the pride of Pinghai No. 1 High School. On the shuttle bus, Guanning asked, Hey, what have you been busy with lately? I keep sending you messages and you don't even bother to reply. Lindsay thought to himself, I've been too busy with missions lately. I even forgot to check Guanning's messages. Guanning said understandingly and bragged, It's okay. My flame devil bird has evolved successfully too. Isn't that awesome? Lindsay was overjoyed. Really? That's great. Then you'll definitely have no problem with this exam. The shuttle bus arrived in Jiangning City. Guanning leaned over Lindsay to rest her hand on the car window and exclaimed, So this is the city. It's so beautiful. Lindsay was embarrassed by her touch. Guanning calmly called out, Look, and then she realized something was wrong. Guanning blushed and sat back in her seat. Xiaoyun and Si Yan sitting right behind looked at each other and giggled. At Jiangning Beast Tamer Academy, the students exclaimed, It's so magnificent. Xiaoyun was excited, So cool. If I can really study at this school, then my whole life will be worth it. A person in a white coat sat on top of a statue, silently observing them. Suddenly, a voice rang out, Excuse me, everyone, please make way. It was Li Pingyun. He reported, Qingping School has 17 people reporting in. On the other side, Qin Yong and Xind also led a group of students. Shanghai No. 3 School has 21 people registering. Xiaoyun reminded Guanning, You are our class monitor, you absolutely can't be inferior to them. Lindsay gave a thumbs up to encourage her. Guanning glanced at him. She shouted, Pinghai No. 1 High School has 12 people registering. People from other schools said with disdain, A bunch of country bumpkins. Compared to the two big cities of Shanghai and Qingping, Pinghai was indeed much weaker. The person who had been sitting on the statue jumped down and praised, Very good, everyone is full of spirit. He introduced himself, Hello, everyone, I am Qin He, the person in charge of this exam. First of all, congratulations on passing the assessment, but don't be too happy too soon. Qin He said sternly, because the entrance exam to the Beast Taming Academy cannot be compared to a simple trial. According to statistics from previous years, the elimination rate is as high as 80%. In other words, out of all of you standing here, only 10 can enter the gates of the Beast Taming Academy. Xiaoyun immediately worried, Oh my god, then people like us, who have only just passed the preliminary challenge, aren't we definitely going to be eliminated? A gray-haired person said disdainfully, What else? You people from Pinghai No. 1 High School, don't worry, none of you will pass. Xiaoyun angrily pointed at that person. You little brat, I've been annoyed with you for a long time. Qin Yong asked softly, Xind, among the people here besides us, who else do you think has a chance of passing? Xind keenly observed her surroundings. She assessed Pingyun, that person is very strong. Xind looked at the crowd in front of her again. She looked at Lin Zhe and hesitated. That guy, what do you think? I also see something very strange. Qin Yong asked suspiciously. Xind, what's wrong? She denied. Nothing. It's just that I always have a feeling that his strength is truly unfathomable. Qin Yong said arrogantly. He's just a country bumpkin. The overall level of Peihai No. 1 high school is lower than ours. There's nothing to worry about. Qin he announced. Today everyone will temporarily stay at the hotel on the academy grounds. I hope you have a good rest and prepare yourselves for the upcoming entrance exam. During the exam, the school canteen will serve free meals. The food is delicious. Next is free time. Xiaoyun drooled. I'm starving. Guan Ning invited Lin Zhe. Hey, let's go eat. The two of them went into the canteen. She assessed. This place is good. At a table far away, a blonde person looked lewdly at Guan Ning. Hey, look over there. That girl is incredibly beautiful. Look at those boobs. Just my type. The person sitting opposite turned his head to look and pretended to dissuade him. Keep your voice down. Don't lose face for Qiping High School. Although I think she's really beautiful too. Guan Ning picked up a chicken leg and instructed Lin Zhe, you must eat more. He smiled wryly at the plate full of chicken legs. That's enough. Really enough. Xiaoyun stepped forward and pretended to complain. We don't have enough to eat, but you won't give us any. Xian, who was right next to her, exclaimed, it's too sweet. You two are like a couple. Guan Ning suddenly exclaimed, Xiaoyun, Xian. She blushed. Don't talk nonsense. The blonde person from before exclaimed again, that guy even has two more girls clinging to him. The orange-haired person sitting opposite him didn't accept it. It's so annoying. Why do girls like him so much? He's clearly less attractive than me. A stranger walked up to the group's table and politely asked, excuse me, can I sit opposite you? Xiaoyun silently looked at the person. She agreed, yes, sit. The person put his plate down on the table and introduced himself. Let me introduce myself. I am Zhou Xiong, a student from Qiping High School. Lin Zhe said indifferently, what's the matter? Zhou Xiong replied excitedly, I heard that there is a high school student in Peihai City who passed this super difficult assessment. I wonder if that person came to take the exam this time? Lin Zhe drank water. Xian was vigilant. What are you asking this for? Xiaoyun questioned, are you already scouting for information before the exam? Do you want to help your school gather information to surpass us? Zhou Xiong quickly waved his hand to deny it. No, I just want to make friends. After all, we are not outstanding figures. If we want to have a chance in this exam, then information is the most important weapon, and I have a little specialty in this area. Guan Ning said decisively, we have nothing to share. Please leave. Zhou Xiong scratched his head, don't be so tense. Not to brag, but I know quite a bit about anyone with a little strength among this batch of examinees. He introduced, over there is my school's big brother, Li Pingyan. A well-known high school genius in the area. He passed the advanced assessment 2 months ago. His beast companion is a devil vine, a plant system that has reached level 3. Xiaoyun and Xian were stunned. Level 3? A high school student with a level 3 pet. Zhou Xiong added, not to mention that his family is also well known in the area and can provide high-level evolution materials. Xiaoyun was helpless, genius and rich. Our pets are only level 1. How can we fight? Guan Ning pondered. Level 3? My flame devil bird has only reached stage 7, level 2. There is indeed a gap. Zhou Xiong pointed in one direction, that girl with the side braids over there. Her name is Gua Xind. She comes from Shanghai City. She only signed a contract with her first beast pet in the 12th grade, but she passed the advanced assessment in just 1 month. Her beast pet is a steel-striped young dragon, a metal system, currently at stage 8, level 2. Xiaoyun's mouth dropped open, training a beast to stage 8, level 2 in just half a year? Xian guessed, maybe it was already stage 7, level 2 when she signed the contract. If the soul power is strong enough, it is indeed possible to directly sign a contract with a high-level beast pet. Lin Zhe silently observed her. Xind suddenly turned to wave at him, and winked. Lin Zhe was startled and turned his face away. Zhou Xiong didn't stop. There's another expert from Shanghai, Qin Yong. That guy has a dual-system beast pet. Xiaoyun and Xian were shocked. Dual system? Guan Ning calmly explained, the teacher said that there are some extremely rare beast pets that possess 2 attributes, usually living in extremely dangerous areas and are almost impossible to tame. Lin Zhe thought, if I'm not mistaken, his rock demon is a dual-system ghost spirit, and rock. It seems that the development potential of this dual-system beast is worth studying. Zhou Xiong said seriously, everyone, I have shared all the information I know. Now can you tell me who is the person who passed the super difficult test? Xiaoyun snapped her fingers. The person you are talking about. Lindsay interrupted her. That person today. He said while chewing on bread didn't come. That person didn't come today. The three girls froze. Lindsay said politely, sorry, there is no one here like the person you are asking about. We are not close to him either. Zhou Xiong said disappointedly, okay, if you don't want to say, I won't force you. See you later then. He walked away but thought to himself, there's something fishy here. Maybe the person who passed the super level challenge is hiding among these people. Zhou Xiong walked back to the table of his three schoolmates. He decided, I have to investigate that kid later. Xiaoyun was curious, Lindsay, why didn't you tell him the truth? This is clearly something to be proud of. He wiped his mouth and replied, it's better to keep it a secret. I don't want to be noticed too early. Besides, the information he said may not be correct. Guan Ning proudly thought. He's always been so careful. The group left the canteen together. Guan Ning suggested, Xian, Xiaoyun, let's practice together tonight. We definitely can't lose to other high schools. The other two agreed, okay. She invited Lindsay, come to our room tonight. The four of us can have fun together. Lindsay suddenly thought of the alluring images of the three girls. A gray-haired person slapped Guan Ning's butt. He suggested, or why don't you guys come to my room? That person said seductively, be good, little sister. Guan Ning's face darkened and she threw a punch at him. That person caught her hand and commented, you're pretty fierce, huh? I like it. The other two burst out laughing. Lindsay stood behind them and looked at them gloomily. He growled, let go. Guan Ning turned around worriedly. Fighting here will definitely be punished. She stopped him, let it go. That person gave the middle finger and commented, you high school guys, the girls are pretty. But the boys are as weak as snails. A fist rushed towards him. Lindsay punched him straight in the face, not giving him a chance to defend. That person flew back after the punch. Someone called out, Brother Surua. The two people accompanying Surui shouted, you brat, you want to cause trouble? Lindsay said angrily, I can take anything you say to me. But dare to touch my sister. The two people were shocked. Lindsay threatened, I won't let you off. Surui took a defensive stance and activated his power and shouted, bastard, then let's settle this right here. A hand suddenly grabbed his wrist and said to stop, enough. Pinyin said coldly, don't make a fool of yourself in front of everyone. Surui shouted, Brother Yun. Pinyin mediated, that punch was pretty strong too. Let's call it a draw. Lindsay said sternly, this isn't over. Pinyin stepped forward and said calmly, little brat, I will teach him a lesson when I get back. But if you are still angry, just vent it on me. Lindsay and Pinyin faced each other tensely. Guan Ning turned around and said, let's go. Lindsay closed his eyes silently. He said, see you in the competition, and left with everyone. Xiaoyun cheered, you were great. Pinyin smiled sinisterly, so this is you, Lindsay. At the hotel on the academy grounds. Inside the room was a haze of smoke. The three girls bathed together. Guan Ning complained, move aside, why are you squeezing in here? Xiaoyun pretended to be greedy, we want to thank you for helping us practice. Xian echoed, our spirit beasts have also reached level 2. The chance of winning is much greater. To thank you, we'll give you a massage. Guan Ning shouted while dodging the hands of her two friends, don't touch me randomly. The next day, the students gathered in the hall. Qin, he said, is everyone here? First of all, let me announce some good news. Based on the analysis of everyone's past performance, I have come to a conclusion about the level of the first batch of students this year. He was disappointed, you are the worst batch ever. I don't expect much from you. Xiaoyun shouted, is this what you call good news? Surui was dissatisfied, you guys are dragging the performance down. Xiaoyun scolded unhappily, if I see you after the exam, you'll be sorry. Qin, he announced, this exam will still take place in the illusion of the origin stone tablet. There is no level selection, everyone is the same. The name of this illusion is the Mystic Forest. The stone tablet lit up. The surface of the stone tablet transformed into scenery in the forest. A ferocious beast with a pig nose and brown fur on its upper body bared its fangs. Another monster opened its mouth full of sharp fangs and growled. Qin, he pointed to his arm. After entering the illusion, a personal score sheet will appear on each person's arm. This sheet will increase points based on the number of ferocious beasts killed. Killing a level 1 ferocious beast gets 10 points, a level 2 ferocious beast gets 20 points, and a level 3 ferocious beast gets 40 points. In the illusion, you are both hunters and prey. As long as the beast pet or yourself dies, you will be immediately eliminated. In addition, right in the middle of the forest is a stone tablet that records the names of the 10 people with the highest scores along with their current coordinates. The crowd below whispered, "There are also level 3 ferocious beasts. If we run into one, won't we be eliminated immediately?" He shared information. The exam time is 4 hours. After 4 hours, we will select the 10 highest scoring people based on the score ranking to be admitted. A candidate spoke up. "Excuse me, examiner." Pinyin asked, "Are we only allowed to kill ferocious beasts?" He said with interest, "Good question. Whoever eliminates another candidate will receive all the points of that person." The entire waiting hall erupted in controversy. "What? Why is there such a cruel rule? Are you forcing us to kill each other? As long as we form a group and focus on eliminating students from other schools, we will definitely be in the top 10. Jin Young excitedly cracked his wrists. "Good, now I can go wild." Xind calmly observed Lin Zhe. He said sternly, "Silence. Don't think this is just a test. The real battlefield is many times more brutal. If anyone wants to withdraw, there is still time now. By the way, the person who ranks first will become the leader of the new students and will enjoy many privileges after enrolling." He squinted. "Now let me see. Who will be the true king among this batch of new students?" Guan Ning calculated, "If I can meet Lin Zhe, even if I can't get into the top 10, I can still help him." Lin Zhe called out, "Guan Ning." He instructed, "Later when you enter the illusion, use the flying ability of the flame devil bird to quickly find me." She nodded yes. He suggested, "Everyone, sit down and calm down. Start entering the illusion." Lin Zhe was standing in the middle of a lush forest. He looked around vigilantly. In the distance was a towering stone tablet. Lin Zhe lifted his sleeve to look at his arm. On his arm it said, "Score 0, time, 4 hours, counting down." He thought to himself, "The information displayed on my arm only shows my own score. I can't know if I'm in the top 10 or not." In other words, if you want to know your ranking, everyone will eventually have to go to the center where the stone tablet is located, and that place will become the most dangerous area. The most important thing is that if you silently farm points without going to the center, even if you get into the top 10, your coordinates will still be made public and become a delicious piece of meat for others. Lin Zhe was silent. In the end, the real purpose of this exam is to force candidates to fight each other. As long as you are strong enough, you can ignore all the rules here. No one can steal points from the strong, and the points of others are just extra rewards. He cracked his knuckles and summoned 2 pet beasts. It's just a game after all. The main thing is to have fun. 2 broken teeth flew up. Lin Zhe curiously raised his head. Surrounding him was a layer of protection. Above was a 2-headed forest python, a level 1, stage 9 beast system ferocious beast. One head of the spirit beast had broken teeth. Lin Zhe smiled lightly. "To be safe, just keep the soul protecting state active all the time. It doesn't consume much soul power." He called out, "Rock Demon." Rock Demon immediately appeared and knelt down in front of Lin Zhe. He said to himself, "Temporarily hide my strength and try to see how strong this Rock Demon is." It seems that the dual attribute system is quite worth investing in. The 2-headed forest python ran away when it saw Rock Demon. Lin Zhe ordered, "Don't chase it." A level 1, stage 9 ferocious beast is only worth 10 points, but its strength is not much weaker than stage 1, level 2 is worth 20 points. Killing them is just a loss. Since we're trying, we should find stronger fierce beasts to challenge. Rock Ghoul complied, pounding his fists. Lin Zhe was worried, only hoping that Guan Ning would be able to find him. Hopefully everything goes smoothly. On Guan Ning's side, her pet beast has defeated a monster. Guan Ning breathed a sigh of relief. The score showed the information, 30 points, time remaining, 3 hours and 45 minutes. Guan Ning pointed, "Magma Flame Bird, let's go." The Magma Flame Bird flew high and saw the steel. Guan Ning wondered, "Lin Zhe, where are you?" The Magma Flame Bird searched diligently in the sky. Through her pet beast, Guan Ning discovered something. Other examinees were struggling with countless pet beasts. Guan Ning saw 3 monkeys with strange faces. The Magma Flame Bird returned. She thought to herself, pet beasts can't stay away from their masters for too long. It seems the only way is to go there and take a gamble. With Lin Zhe's strength, getting into the top 10 shouldn't be too difficult. Maybe from the coordinates on the steel I can find his whereabouts. A golden-feathered ostrich rushed towards Guan Ning from behind. She jumped up to avoid its peck. The ostrich lost its momentum and ran straight ahead. Guan Ning recalled, "According to my memory, The golden-backed three-wheeled ostrich in the Pet Beast illustration book is only at the 2nd rank of the 5th level. It's definitely not a match for my magma flame bird at the 2nd rank of the 7th level. The magma flame bird rushed forward. It brushed past the ostrich's body. Guan Ning was proud, 20 points, easily in the bag. A strange object flew from somewhere and hit the ostrich's head, causing it to be officially defeated. Guan Ning turned around warily. Who's there? A hairy arm raised a boomerang high. Su Rui, along with the barbaric Aoda, whose humanoid pet beast was at the 2nd rank of the 4th level, stepped forward. He grinned. Su Rui spoke, "What a coincidence, we meet again." Guan Ning pointed at the newcomer. Accusingly, "It's you. Aren't you ashamed of stealing someone else's credit?" Su Rui shrugged. "There's no rule against it. I don't just want to steal credit. I also want to steal you." He ordered Aoda, "Take care of that stupid bird." Aoda jumped up and threw the boomerang in his hand. Guan Ning tensed up. "Dodge quickly." The magma flame bird skillfully dodged the opponent's attack. Guan Ning suddenly realized something unusual. "He's attacking me." She quickly jumped to the side to avoid the boomerang's path. Su Rui caught Guan Ning, covered her mouth, and praised insincerely. "You're pretty good at dodging." He explained, "The biggest difference between humanoid beasts and ordinary pet beasts is their superior intelligence. They can act according to their own will. The order I gave was just a trick." Guan Ning glared at him angrily. Aoda grabbed the magma flame bird's wings. Su Rui licked his lips. "Before sending you out of the game, let me enjoy you a little." Lindsay looked at his own score. Rock Ghoul had taken down a pig. He glanced to the side. Zhu Xiong, along with the giant clawed ape of the wild beast system at the 2nd rank of the 4th level, was attacking a monkey. The monkey was the large-mouthed monster of the different species system at the 2nd rank of the 7th level. Lindsay stepped forward. The giant clawed ape swallowed the monkey. Zhu Xiong was happy. "More points. I'm too lazy." He checked his accumulated score, which was already 60 points. Lindsay called out, "Hey." He raised his hand in greeting. Zhu Xiong asked, "Is that you? I think I saw you in the cafeteria." Lindsay smiled. "That's right, brother Zhu Xiong." He said to himself, "He probably doesn't know my real identity yet. This guy has a lot of information. I can take advantage of him." He looked at Rock Ghoul with admiration. "This one looks really cool. Is it a rare fierce beast? I've never seen one before." Zhu Xiong speculated. "It seems he's not that Lindsay who cleared the super level stage." According to the information, Lindsay uses ice-type beasts. Lindsay replied modestly, "Brother Zhu Xiong, mine isn't rare. It's just a normal D-grade beast, only recently reached the 2nd level." Zhu Xiong boasted smugly, "Then you should take a good look at my giant clawed ape here. It's a rare different species, already at the 7th level, 2nd rank." Lindsay flattered, "That's amazing, brother." Zhu Xiong smiled contentedly. "Since we've met, let me help you grind for points. Just listen to me, and I guarantee you'll get into the top 10. He cheered. "That's great." Zhu Xiong thought sinisterly in his heart, "You idiot, it's good that this guy is on my side. Let him work hard, then find an excuse to deal with him, and swallow all his points." In another place, the sun was shining brightly, and the trees in the forest were lush green. Guan Ning grabbed Su Rui's wrist. She flipped him over, throwing him to the ground. Su Rui, lying on the ground, cursed bitterly. "You." Before he could finish speaking, he was stunned to see Guan Ning, surrounded by a burst of power. Guan Ning said grimly, "Last time was only because your brother attacked first, but you thought I would let it go so easily." She shouted, "Demonization." The magma flame bird's transformation surprised Aoda, making him gape. The white-haired guy cried for help. "Aoda, help me." Aoda stood there in a daze, trembling. It ran away, surprising the white-haired guy. "Hey, come back." Guan Ning said triumphantly, "It seems your pet beast has its own opinions, but that's not necessarily a good thing." The white-haired guy stammered, I only ask for one last thing. Don't hit the spot that your brother hit before." A piercing scream echoed in the sky, filled with pain. Announcement. Accumulated points, 70. Guan Ning left. It seems that guy's points have been added. Rankings. Le Bangyun, 170. Guisini, 120. Lu Gang, 100. Guan Ning, 70. Zhu Xiong, 60. Qin. He looked at the rankings. It seems this group of examinees isn't too bad. In less than an hour, someone has already passed the 100-point mark. Bangyun quietly moved into the depths of the forest. He encountered the model tiger, of the wild beast system, 1st level, 3rd rank. And the vine demon, of the plant system, 3rd level, 3rd rank. The model tiger quickly charged at Bangyun. It was attacked by the vine demon, which grabbed its legs. The mottled tiger shook violently, sending the vine demon flying high into the sky. It quickly bit the vine demon painfully. The mottled tiger devoured it greedily, and swallowed it slowly. Bangyan said indifferently, "Vine demon, stop playing, we have to quickly find the next one." A strange sound came from inside the mottled tiger's body. It was surprised and sensed changes in its body. Instantly, the vine demon shot its limbs all over the mottled tiger's body. The vine demon escaped and watched the mottled tiger collapse on the spot. It brought its tentacles close to the mottled tiger's body. The vine demon absorbed the life and power of the mottled tiger. Announcement: accumulated points, 210. Bangyan smiled evilly, "This year's freshman leader, no one but me is worthy." At this moment, a red stone in the forest shone brightly. Rankings: Lu Bangyan, 210, Guisini, 120, Lu Gang, 110, Guan Ning, 90, Zhu Xiong, 70. Time remaining, 2 minutes and 39 seconds. Tan Yong commented, "As expected, you've climbed to second place." Sini turned her head, "Speaking of which, you've been giving the fierce beasts to me all along, and you haven't gotten any points yourself. Is that okay?" He crossed his arms. "Just defeat the people on the list and steal their points, that's enough." Sini asked, "Who should we start with?" Tan Yong looked at the rankings, "That Lu Bangyan, it's still a little early to mess with him. Lu Gang is from our school." He considered Guan Ning. Sini was surprised, "By the way, isn't there a genius named Lin Zhe or something? Why isn't his name on the list?" Tan Yong sneered, "Humph, genius?" He mocked, "I think it's just cheating. A false reputation without substance." Sini ordered, "Let's go, Guan Ning is nearby." She pointed east that way. The scenery of the mountains and forests became blurred. The magma flame bird landed in front of Guan Ning. Guan Ning looked at it and communicated telepathically with it. "There's a gale iron mantis on the left, and a man-eating flower on the right." She worried, "Lindsay, where are you? Which direction do I need to go to find you?" At this time, Lindsay and Zhu Xiong were walking together. Dry wither beast, plant system, 4th level, 2nd rank. Zhu Xiong smiled, "This one's yours. I'll provide support from a distance later." He smiled to himself, "When it's almost done, I'll make the final move and steal the points." Rock Ghoul swiftly destroyed the prey. The dry wither beast collapsed on the spot. Rock Ghoul and Lindsay froze. Zhu Xiong was speechless. He was terrified. One-hit kill? Announcement: time remaining, 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Rankings: Bangyan, 290 points, Sini, 200 points, Lu Gang, 170 points, Guan Ning, 140 points, Dehong, 100 points, Lin Zhe, 120 points, Zhu Xiong, 70 points. Total eliminated 17 people. Qin He pondered, Lin Zhe, the name that was rumored to have cleared the legendary super-level stage, just now jumped from 33rd to 9th place in less than 2 hours. He's not simple. He looked at Lin Zhe and Zhu Xiong. So, they're teamed up. Zhu Xiong was awkward at this time. "Hey brother, I told you to attack first, but I didn't tell you to wipe it out completely. At least leave some for me." Lin Zhe said softly, "Sorry." He explained, "After all, this is the exam that decides whether we can advance to the next grade. Every time I attack, I ask my summon beast to go all out. If brother Zhu also wants points, I'll leave the next one for you." Zhu Xiong was annoyed. This guy dares to act like that. "Wait until later, I'll take you down and steal all your points." Lin Zhe was surprised when he looked at the announcement. "What? Rare level fierce beast, maybe it gets more points." In the distance, a large golden tree emerged. It was the golden dry wither beast, and they approached it. Zhu Xiong was overjoyed. "Golden tree? Oh my god, there's a real golden tree here. This must be a hidden reward." Suddenly, 2 tentacles stretched out and grabbed him. Zhu Xiong screamed in fear, "Mom!" The golden dry wither beast revealed a ghastly expression. Golden dry wither beast, plant system, 9th level, 3rd rank. Zhu Xiong realized in horror, this is the golden dry wither beast. He pleaded for help, "Giant clawed ape, save me." It screamed in agony. Suddenly, Zhu Xiong remembered something. He shouted loudly, "Brother, help me." Zhu Xiong felt, something's wrong. "The golden vines are absorbing my energy," Lin Zhe said coldly, "but we agreed that each of us would take one." Zhu Xiong clasped his hands in supplication. "Well, don't be so rigid. This situation is different. Look how strong it is. We have to cooperate to deal with it." Lin Zhe sneered, "Brother, don't pretend anymore. I'm sure you have a way to defeat it." I'll go ahead. Zhu Xiong shouted for help again. No, 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 no. Brother, please don't. I beg you. Lindsay glanced at him. If you want me to save you, what are you going to pay me? Zhu Xiong screamed in his heart. You bastard, you dare to bully me. After I'm saved, I'll let you have it. He smiled. I also know a little secret about other people. Do you want to hear it? Lindsay ordered. Speak. Zhu Xiong said urgently in pain. The private secret techniques of Le Bangyun and Guisini. Oh my god, brother, save me first, and then we'll talk. Lindsay was suspicious. Private secret techniques? Like skill enhancements like La Da's? That's important information. He ordered Rock Ghoul. Use the shattering intestine strike, hit its stomach directly. Rock Ghoul immediately flew over. It charged straight at the golden dry wither beast. Rock Ghoul dodged all the golden dry wither beast's attacks. Rock Ghoul almost touched the tree trunk. Suddenly, a tentacle pulled Rock Ghoul's hand. It was pulled back violently. At this time, Rock Ghoul was surrounded by the tentacles of the dry wither beast. Lindsay commented, it seems that Rock Ghoul, at the second rank of the 9th level, is still too weak when facing the golden dry wither beast at the 3rd rank of the 9th level. He looked at it awkwardly. It can't break free. Maybe I should secretly summon Snow Maiden to end this game. Lindsay suddenly realized something. The tentacles were tightening more and more. Lindsay shouted angrily, Rock Ghoul. He encouraged, is that all you've got? Break free quickly. The golden dry wither beast focused its attention on its tentacles. It tried to restrain and squeeze Rock Ghoul tightly. Rock Ghoul was caught and squeezed so tightly that its face couldn't be seen. Zhu Xiong covered his face in panic. Oh my god, it's about to be drained. Announcement. Time remaining, 1 hour and 54 minutes. Number of eliminated examinees, 27. He thought, let me see, what kind of power does a genius who can pass the super difficulty test possess? Suddenly, Rock Ghoul disappeared, causing the golden dry wither beast to be stunned. It slowly concentrated into a strange black smoke. Lindsay gasped in surprise. Announcement. New skill unlocked. Spirit Ghoul form. Lasts for 30 seconds. Zhu Xiong, who was hanging in the air, said, "WH, what is this?" Lindsay commented, as expected of someone with dual systems, their abilities are indeed more unique. He smiled. Let's see how much power it can reach when it enters Spirit Ghoul form. The golden dry wither beast roared angrily. Rock Ghoul stood powerfully, and the tentacles of the golden dry wither beast couldn't catch it. Lindsay realized, it seems that in Spirit Ghoul form, Rock Ghoul has lost its physical form, so it is completely immune to all physical attacks and control effects. He read the announcement, skill, stone bullet headshot, unavailable, earth thrust. Lindsay praised, too strong. Lindsay ordered attack. Use stone bullet headshot, aim for its eyes and stomach. Rock Ghoul used telekinesis and internal energy. It quickly flew to attack the golden dry wither beast. The golden dry wither beast dropped Zhu Xiong and the giant clawed ape to the ground. Lindsay assessed the situation. The level gap is too large. This small amount of damage can't defeat the golden dry wither beast. Zhu Xiong, being carried away by the giant clawed ape, shouted, "Hey, run quickly. What are you standing there for?" He worried, if this kid dies here, the accumulated points on his body will disappear with him. Lindsay watched their figures disappear into the distance. The golden dry wither beast became more and more angry. Lindsay calmly summoned Snow Maiden. Little Snow immediately appeared beside him. Lindsay immediately ordered to use a skill. Little Snow launched an ice tornado towards the golden dry wither beast. Lindsay shouted, "Manifest." He commanded, "Rock Ghoul, now's the time, shattering impact." Rock Ghoul launched the ice shards at the golden dry wither beast. Little Snow observed the battle. Lindsay ordered, "Rock Ghoul, Spirit Ghoul form." Rock Ghoul transformed and severed the golden dry wither beast's arms. Lindsay brought a fist full of anger. It's not over yet. He stepped forward to attack the golden dry wither beast with a final blow. It collapsed in defeat on the spot. Announcement. You have defeated the golden dry wither beast. Rock Ghoul has leveled up to level 3. New skill, Spirit Ghoul clone. In Spirit Ghoul form, you can instantly clone into 2. Each clone has damage equal to 100% of the original body, and simulates all original actions and skills. Duration 10 seconds. Cost 100 achievement points. Lindsay praised, this skill is too OP. It's worth spending so many achievement points. Learn it immediately. Having an extra clone in Spirit Ghoul form is like doubling the combat power. Moreover, it leveled up right in the battle, truly a king's level. This time, I've made a big profit. Accumulated points, 180. Time remaining, 1 hour and 20 minutes. He was apprehensive. Unbelievable, that kid, especially the ice-type beast that appeared just now. If I'm not mistaken, that's a pet beast with hidden level potential. What did that kid do to get it? Lindsay pondered. It seems that defeating a rare third-level fierce beast will add an extra 60 points. Now I can't be humble anymore. Zhu Xiong was surprised. What? He was taken aback by his surroundings. Golden dry wither beast? Zhu Xiong stammered fearfully. You just took it down. He pointed at Little Snow. Who is she? Is she also an examinee? From which school? Lindsay was embarrassed. Oh no, Snow Maiden forgot to recall it. He saw it. I can't act anymore. He went along with it. I don't really know what happened either. That thing seems to be a humanoid ice-type fierce beast. It was the one who defeated the golden dry wither beast. Zhu Xiong was curious. Also a fierce beast? Why would it attack its own kind? Or is it someone's pet beast? Is its owner nearby? He scratched his head frantically. Wait, ice-type. Could the owner be the legendary Lindsay? If he can destroy the golden dry wither beast, his strength must far surpass ours. Zhu Xiong was terrified. We might be the next ones to be dealt with. He made Lindsay sigh. He secretly ordered, pretend to attack us. Little Snow was confused. Zhu Xiong pointed, making Lindsay turn his head. She's looking over here. He was startled to see Little Snow preparing to use a skill. Zhu Xiong hugged his pet beast and wailed, We're done for. She's really attacking. It's all over. Little Snow chanted in her hand and pointed forward. Zhu Xiong plotted, looking at Lindsay. If we both get eliminated here, it would be such a waste. I'd rather take down the guy next to me and run. The giant clawed ape swallowed Lindsay, surprising him. Lindsay shouted, Why did you swallow me? Zhu Xiong yelled, Of course it's to protect you. He announced, I'm fine, buddy. Go back first. Lindsay ordered Rock Ghoul, You have to go back too. The giant clawed ape and Zhu Xiong ran, panting heavily. He smiled, perfect. Zhu Xiong calculated, Not only did I escape the pursuit, but I also got some points. Lindsay spoke, Hey, is it safe now? Zhu Xiong was confused. You're okay? Lindsay said triumphantly, What could happen to me? Can I come out now? Zhu Xiong was flustered. Wait. That monster is still chasing behind us. Hold on a little longer. He cursed inwardly. No way. This guy should have been digested by now. How is he still alive and kicking? Suddenly, the giant clawed ape's stomach rumbled. It quickly vomited Lindsay out. Zhu Xiong was horrified. How did you get out? Lindsay calmly adjusted his clothes. Bad digestion? He looked back. I was thinking that if the monster keeps chasing us, we can join forces to destroy it. Zhu Xiong scoffed. This guy is unbelievably stupid. Lindsay explained, but it seems it's not chasing us anymore. Now can you explain to me what you call a unique soul technique? Zhu Xiong pointed to the steel. Let's go to the steel first, and see if we made it into the top 10. I'll tell you as we go. He continued, the so-called unique soul technique is actually a special kind of soul technique that only a very small number of people with outstanding talent can awaken. You can't learn it from books, and others can't imitate it because it depends entirely on the individual constitution of each soul master. But because it's so rare, ordinary teachers won't teach it. Lindsay was curious, so what are the unique soul techniques of Guisini and Lebangan? Zhu Xiong exclaimed, They're awesome. I'll go take a look first. Rankings, Banyan, 370, Sini, 340, Qin Yong, 250, Lu Gang, 210, Lindsay, 180, Guan Ning, 160, Dahong, 140, Xing Tian, 130, Hao Yong, 120, ZZ, 100. Time remaining, 58 seconds. Zhu Xiong was annoyed. I knew it. My name isn't anywhere. He clenched his fist. But there's still a chance. There's only 1 hour left, and the person in 10th place only has 100 points. If I add this idiot's points, I'll definitely make it into the top 10. Zhu Xiong spoke. Hey kid. He glanced over, terrified. Current points, 180. Zhu Xiong's face turned purple. 180 points? This guy has 180 points? He looked up, trembling. Why your name is? Lindsay said coldly. Lindsay? Zhu Xiong pointed in disbelief. What? You dared to lie to me all this time? He remembered. I forgot again. Someone who passed the super level is allowed to bring 2 spirit beasts. So this guy was always hiding his strength. The ice-type beast from before was also his. You liar! Lindsay said seriously. Don't forget, if it weren't for me, you would have been torn apart by the golden drive wither beast a long time ago. Now tell me everything you know. Zhu Xiong shouted in fear. You bastard! You'll never know! He ordered. Giant clawed ape, destroy him! Immediately, Rock Ghoul appeared. Little Snow also took action. It froze the giant clawed ape. Zhu Xiong fell down and looked at Lindsay in fear. He said calmly, although you don't have many points, it's still equivalent to a rare third-level fierce beast. Well, I'll take it then. Zhu Xiong shouted, wait! I'll tell you! I'll tell you everything! Just please spare me. Lindsay said coldly, I changed my mind. Whether they have unique soul techniques or not doesn't matter to me anyway. Zhu Xiong glared, what do you mean? Lindsay laughed, they're not my opponents. He made a move, Snow Maiden, use Ice Burst. Zhu Xiong heard this and cursed, you bastard. Suddenly, tentacles pierced through Zhu Xiong's body from somewhere. Bang Yin spoke, Lindsay. He smiled contemptuously. I've been waiting for you for a long time. Zhu Xiong was overjoyed, boss. It's him. Lindsay. Be careful of his ice-type beast. Lindsay assessed the situation. I didn't expect to run into you here. All the better, it's time to settle the old score. Bang Yin said coldly, you can go rest now. Zhu Xiong heard this and laughed loudly. He plotted, my points were taken by the boss, but it's worth it. The vine demon raised its limbs high. The ice gradually steamed over time. Bang Yin provoked, come on. Show me what you're capable of. Let's see who is worthy of being the leader of the freshmen. Lindsay said indifferently, I'm not interested in that title of freshman leader. If you want it, I'll give it to you. Bang Yin sneered, you're giving up so easily? He laughed loudly. I didn't expect you to be nothing more than a coward. After I deal with you, I'll wipe out the rest in the rankings. Guisini, Qin Yong, Lu Gang. Guan Ning, I won't spare a single one. The feeling of crushing them one by one is truly irresistible. Lindsay unconsciously realized, oh right, Guan Ning. Qin Yong, Guisini, and Guan Ning were in the same place. Guan Ning was in danger. Lindsay immediately sped away, east. Bang Yin ordered, you still plan to run? Stop him for me. The vine demon flew high with its long, swaying limbs. It quickly grabbed Rock Ghoul. Lindsay was protected by a light blue circle of light. Bang Yin ridiculed him. I caught you so easily. You're just a clown who only knows how to boast. He ordered, Vine Demon, drain their life force. See if you dare to run again. Lindsay cursed inwardly. Damn it. I don't have time to play with him. Bang Yin suddenly noticed Little Snow behind him. It immediately froze him solid. The Vine Demon saw Bang Yin hit. Little Snow quickly froze him as she passed by. Rock Ghoul quickly smashed the ice blocks. Lindsay said coldly, I told you. He and his two pet beasts left. I don't have time to play cat and mouse with you. The ice gradually melted, revealing the Vine Demon's limbs scattered all over the place. Lu Gang looked and commented, strong vitality indeed, yet hasn't died. He sneered, indeed, the mantis stalks the cicada, unaware of the Oreo behind. It forgot to finish him off. This is a heaven-sent opportunity. Lu Gang held out his hand towards Bang Yin. Le Bang Yin, your points are mine now. Ironclad Dragon, Dragon System, 9th level, 2nd rank, attack Le Bang Yin. He laughed viciously, your pet beast can revive, but what about you? To catch the bandits, you must first catch the king. Lu Gang stroked his hair, making it to the top of the list. Luck is also part of strength. He looked at the score information. Huh? Why hasn't the score changed? How strange. Lu Gang turned back towards the sound. He was immediately strangled. Lu Gang struggled. What are you doing? How could this be? Bang Yin said angrily, it doesn't matter if I tell someone who is about to be eliminated. This is my exclusive soul flag, synchronized simulation. Lu Gang screamed trembling, Ironclad Dragon, attack him. He shouted loudly, pet beast, Ironclad Dragon. The Vine Demon's tentacles caused the Ironclad Dragon's body to steam. Lindsay, along with Little Snow and Rock Ghoul, rushed anxiously, Guisini, Qin Yong, if you dare to touch my sister, then don't blame me for being impolite. Lindsay's expression was extremely tense. Switching to a scene deep in the forest, Sini and Qin Yong, along with their pet beasts, stood looking at Guan Ning trapped in a water prison. Sini's pet beast was the steel-striped young dragon, 8th level, 2nd rank, dragon system. Inside the water prison, Guan Ning struggled with difficulty. She cursed, damn it, I can't get out. Don't waste your effort, Guan Ning. Qin Yong reminded, it's not easy to break the water prison from the inside. Behind him was the Necromancer Mage's pet beast, 2nd level, 3rd rank, water magic system. Qin Yong glanced at her and said, "It's up to you. As long as you take his points, you'll have a chance to become the freshman leader." Cindy took the opportunity to tease, "What's wrong? Are you reluctant to attack because that little girl is too pretty?" He replied helplessly, "You know I'm not interested in other girls." She said calmly, "No need to rush, we'll act later." Qin Yong asked, "Wait? Wait for what?" A strong gust of wind swept across, causing the treetops to rustle. Cindy's tone became extremely mischievous. "Wait for a big fish to bite." As soon as she finished speaking, countless dark shadows rushed towards them. He quickly deployed a water shield to protect both of them. The young dragon also responded to the attack of those strange black masses. Lin Zhe and his 2 pet beasts also appeared. He called softly, "Guasini, Qin Yong." Lin Zhe said through gritted teeth, "I advise you two to release her immediately." The other 2 were shocked when they saw Rock Ghoul and Little Snow, 2 summoned beasts. Guan Ning thought, "Brother Lin Zhe's beast." "No, now is not the time to be surprised," she said. "Brother Lin Zhe, those 2 are very strong, you have to be careful." He reassured, "Don't worry, I'll rescue you right now." Qin Yong pointed at Lin Zhe and asked, "You are Lin Zhe, the one who passed the super level stage?" She looked at him with interest. "As expected, it's you. No wonder I feel your temperament is different from ordinary people." He cracked his knuckles, his tone extremely arrogant. "Let's see what your strength is. One fight and it will be clear." Cindy reminded him, "You should be more careful. I feel this guy is not simple." Qin Yong replied aggressively, "As long as I defeat her and transfer her points to you, you will become the freshman leader. If I lose, then take all my points." He waved his hand and shouted loudly, "Necromancer Mage, control him for me." A circle of water appeared under Lin Zhe's feet. He shattered the water barrier with just one punch. Qin Yong was shocked to see this. This kid's soul technique is terrifyingly strong. Rock Ghoul immediately rushed to him, the distance closing in the blink of an eye. Qin Yong quickly used a water pillar to push it away. Rock Ghoul was hit and imprisoned in a water prison. He said secretly, "I'll catch one first." Lin Zhe calmly deployed Spirit Ghoul form. Rock Ghoul was dyed with a jet black energy, and it easily escaped the water prison. Rock Ghoul landed powerfully. It transformed into Spirit Ghoul form. He saw this and grinned triumphantly, teasing, "Sorry, my Necromancer Mage is also a magic system, immune to physical attacks just like you." Cindy reminded from behind, "You idiot, watch out behind you." Qin Yong was suddenly knocked away by a black mass. He frowned slightly and looked behind him. Rock Ghoul was currently deploying a necromantic seal. Lin Zhe replied, "Too bad, you are not immune to physical damage." Qin Yong was very angry. "Damn it!" He roared, "Damn it, use the necromantic seal now." The necromancer followed orders and used the ghost illusion. It rushed to Rock Ghoul. He then caused the magic circle to disappear. Lin Zhe thought, "This guy is really hard to deal with. Maybe I have to ask Snow Maiden to take action." He said, "Return to normal form. Otherwise you will be restrained by that Necromancer Mage." Rock Ghoul's clones also gradually disappeared. Qin Yong then provoked, "The legendary genius, huh? That's all there is to it." Lin Zhe shouted angrily, "Shut up!" He said in a deep voice, "Now I'll let you see what my true strength is." As soon as he finished speaking, a powerful force spread from Lin Zhe's body. He was now frightened. "No, this guy is not someone we can face. If this continues," Cindy's voice trembled, "we're definitely going to be eliminated." She quickly stopped him. "Wait, maybe we can still discuss it?" He replied indifferently, "Discuss?" Cindy then persuaded, "That's right, actually, we've all made it into the top 10 in the rankings. There's no need to continue fighting each other. Besides, we'll be classmates in the future anyway." At this time, Little Snow pointed directly at the 2 of them. She panicked. "Don't, wait, Qin Yong, quickly release that girl." Qin Yong was surprised. "Huh?" He muttered, "Quickly release her. If they join forces, it will be even more disadvantageous for us." Cindy urged, "Do as I say." Qin Yong also relented. "All right, you're the boss, dispel the water prison." Guan Ning then escaped from the water prison. The magma flame bird was also freed again. She rushed to Lin Zhe and said, "Brother, thank you for coming to save me." He replied gently, "Don't worry, I'm here. No one dares to hurt you." Lin Zhe said through gritted teeth, "As for you, even without your help, I can still save my sister myself. So those conditions are not attractive to me at all. Don't blame us for taking action." Qin Yong angrily cursed, "Damn it, this kid, I'll fight you to the death." "Cindy, you go first." She spoke again, "There is a way." He was a little surprised to hear that. "Huh? Cindy confidently announced, unique soul technique. I can use my senses to help you activate special energy. Lindsay then replied, oh, that's also a good deal. He was excited to hear this. Hey Cindy, there's no need to help that guy, is there? Jin Yong thought, Cindy, could it be that you? She was very excited at this time, thinking, Lindsay. Suddenly, a strange voice rang out, hey sorry, let me join in. He replied, oh, so you haven't lost your life. Bunyan's tone was very arrogant. You guys are all gathered here, that's convenient, let me catch you all at once quickly. He heard this and cursed, one by one, you're really an eyesore. Cindy approached Lindsay. She said softly, how about we join forces and take the first place from him? He thought, the situation is getting chaotic. The final 10 seconds were counting down. He observed their every move. He thought, I want to keep these freshmen. If I let them fight each other, I'll definitely lose some talents. He then ordered, it's your turn to take action. I'll give you 10 minutes to suppress their spirit. Switching back to the forest, Jin Yong whispered, Cindy, are you really going to help that guy? I'll use Le Banyan as bait to restrain that kid, and then we'll sit back and reap the benefits. She replied seriously, sorry, but I really want to help him. He then showed extreme fear, panicking in his heart, could it be that Guisini likes this guy? Jin Yong cursed, damn it, I have to destroy you all myself. He then provoked, come on, all of you can come at me at once. Suddenly a voice interrupted, stop. He announced from afar, there's no need to fight anymore. You have all been selected. But next will be a special challenge just for you. As soon as he finished speaking, a spatial portal gradually appeared. A figure gradually stepped out from it. 4 students appeared. He announced, in terms of strength, you all far surpass your peers. Now let's see how far your limits are. These are 4 second-year seniors, ranked in the middle of the academy. You will have a practice match with them. Whoever wins will be rewarded with a baptism. If you lose, you will still keep your spot in the academy. Guan Ning retorted. It's not fair. We are not officially first-year students yet, how can we fight the second-year seniors? Moreover, everyone has already experienced so many battles, and their pet beasts are exhausted. But on the contrary, Cindy, Jin Yong, and even Bangyun were clearly excited. Lindsay also said, let's start. He said sarcastically, it's a pity, if you haven't been eliminated then you'll be classmates in the future anyway. There will be plenty of competition. He also angrily said, damn it, first, pass the second-year challenge. She looked at him and asked, so now we can be considered allies? Cindy's face showed clear anticipation. Lindsay glanced at her coldly. Guan Ning retorted, my brother never agreed. He pondered, I must get the reward after the baptism. It helps to strengthen the body and soul. But the other side only sent 4 people, while we have 5. It seems they are underestimating us. Lindsay made a request, if they wanted to form an alliance. Then he and my sister had to work together to face one of them. She and Xind immediately replied in unison, but I want to fight with you. He gently stroked Guan Ning's head and instructed, Guan Ning, let me fight one person alone. You two working together will increase the chances of victory. Xing Tao's aggressive voice rang out, have you newbies finished discussing who will be my opponent? Of course, you're welcome to come at me all at once. Jin Yong replied immediately, I'll fight you. He thought to himself, it's time to prove my strength to Xind. He said with amusement, not bad, you've got guts. But don't let me see that you only have courage. Xing Tao's pet was a stage 8, tier 3 insect-type Tram Fong Duong Lang. Jiang Man approached Ping Yun and said, handsome kid, you're just focusing on being cute, huh? Have a match with me. He smiled deviously and said, I'm not the type to hold back. Jiang Man then summoned her beast-type stage 9, tier 3 pet Loi Su. Her voice was full of excitement, alright, try to make me hurt. At this moment, a strange light flashed in Xind's eyes. She pointed and said, as for the other 2, that girl looks a bit weaker. At the same time, Zetian stepped forward to challenge, hey kid, wanna try fighting me? Your hairstyle is an eyesore. Lindsay replied, alright. He happily said, brother, please go easy on your junior. Hui also stepped forward. She teased, the new girls this year look pretty cute, huh? Hui then put on an indignant expression, but I hate girls who are prettier than me the most. I won't be merciful. Guan Ning and Xind looked visibly bewildered. The scene shifted to the academy, where the failed examinees groaned, how annoying. Ziyan quietly said, Xiao Yun, we still failed in the end. There's no other way. They're all geniuses. Unless a miracle happens, we're definitely going to be eliminated. Xiao Yun cried sadly. Lu Gang held his forehead in frustration, how infuriating. I hid so well the entire time, and I still lost in the end. Another examinee also weakly complained, why does it still sting so much? Chin he snorted softly. He thought, but it's true that there are some outstanding kids in this year's batch. Wenbai patted Chin he on the shoulder and said, leave the next examinees to me. He then called out Teacher Gao. Chin he asked in surprise, you're here too fast. I just picked out a few people. He replied, your testing method is too extreme. It's easy to overlook talent. I still have 10 spots left. It wouldn't hurt to sift out a few more gems from those who were eliminated. He smiled brightly and said enthusiastically, please be my guest. Wenbai announced, examinees who didn't make it into the top 10, I have good news for you. I'm holding 10 more enrollment spots. If you pass my test, you can still be admitted. The examinees immediately became excited. What? Really? That's great. Xiaoyun clutched Ziyan's hand and said happily, so miracles really do happen. We definitely have to try our best this time. There's still hope if we make it into the top 20, right? Lu Gang thought to himself, I definitely can't miss this opportunity. The scene shifted back to the forest. Qin Yong knelt on the ground, looking at the powerful tornado in front of him in despair. Damn it. This is clearly a difference in levels. Xing Tao teased, you lost, loser. On the other side, a powerful beam of light was piercing through space. A cloud of white smoke enveloped Pingyun. Zhang Man reminded in a loud voice, handsome kid, you really have stamina. But you've already lost. Continuing to fight would just be a one-sided massacre. The Ma Ting Yao now had countless wounds on its body. She asked softly, can't hear anything anymore? On the other side, Hui Hui was sarcastically saying in a loud voice, called geniuses? How laughable. Let me tell you, the one thing this school doesn't lack is geniuses. Her pet was a stage 7, tier 3 humanoid-type berserker. Hui Hui scolded angrily, instead of spending time primping yourself, spend that time cultivating. Got it, Junior? At the academy, Wenbai looked at the scene and asked, Teacher Qin, I really can't agree with your method. Pushing people this far will only make them lose all confidence. He explained, Teacher Gao, I deliberately do this to curb the arrogance of these young people. Otherwise, when they enter the school, they'll all be arrogant and won't know their place. He softly called out, Teacher Qin. A tall pillar of ice appeared. Wenbai said, it seems not everyone is afraid of your tricks. Zetian stared blankly at the frozen Lai Yan and stammered, what? He shouted in shock, no way. At this moment, Lin Zhe softly called out, Senior. He casually said, thank you for the concession. Time was up. Qin he laughed excitedly, this time, I really struck gold. I've seen quite a few geniuses, but in him. He praised, it's like seeing the shadow of the 8 great beast masters of the Federation when they were young. Wenbai excitedly added, it really makes people excited. Even the 8 great beast masters weren't necessarily this strong when they were his age. His name is Lin Zhe, huh? I definitely have to put him in my class later. Qin he reminded Teacher Gao, you can't just snatch people like that. The top 10 students of each class have to be divided into classes according to the rules. He smiled awkwardly. The system notified that the Lion warhorse had been defeated. Zetian knelt on the ground, stammering, lost. Guan Ning shouted excitedly, brother, you really won. That's amazing. Xind muttered in surprise, I didn't expect him to be this strong. Qin Yong blamed himself, I really am a little short. There's still a gap. This time, I have to use this humiliation as motivation. Remember that, just wait and see. Xing Tao then said, did that kid Wu Zetian deliberately concede? A freshman who hasn't even enrolled yet actually beat a second-year student? I don't believe it. Lin Zhe asked loudly, do you want to continue? He scolded angrily, don't think that you can look down on us just because you use some petty tricks to beat him. He casually replied, oh, you want all 3 of you to come at me at once? Xing Tao said through gritted teeth, you're really arrogant and rude. With that, Zhang Feng rushed forward. Yan Gui rushed forward to block the attack. A voice rang out, alright, stop. Wenbai then spoke, Xing Tao is not his opponent at all. Continuing to fight will only make the second-year students lose more face, and it will also make that kid Lin Zhe make more enemies. Qin he replied, yeah, that's right. He announced loudly, alright, students, stop. This test is over. Xing Tao stubbornly called out, Teacher Qin. Qin he said loudly, the only one who passed this trial is Lin Zhe. The other students also performed well. I believe that after enrolling in Jiangning Academy, your strength will continue to improve. He cursed, damn it, kid. Wait until we enroll. We'll have a match that's worth watching. Lin Zhe casually replied, Senior, there's no need. You're still stronger. Xing Tao was extremely annoyed when he heard this. Just you wait, you stinky kid. He threatened loudly. I've remembered your face. With that, the group disappeared. He muttered, next is the trial award. Physical fitness increased from 8.8 to 10.8. A voice announced, congratulations, Lin Zhe. You have officially been admitted to Jiangning Academy. The system announced that a new baptism has been completed, and you have received 500 achievement points. The total achievement points are currently 1,180. Yan Gei's growth level has increased by 33%. Xiao Xuechu's growth level has increased by 12%. In a flash, Lin Zhe's group was teleported back to the academy. The examinees looked at him and wondered, what's this guy's background? He's really strong. He's back. Guan Ning softly called out, brother. Everyone was talking and discussing, is that the one who passed the super difficult trial? Lin Zhe thought to himself, every time I wake up, this atmosphere feels strangely familiar. Xind whispered in his ear at this moment, Lin Zhe, I can feel that your Yan Gui has another form that hasn't been unlocked yet. He asked softly, really? She replied playfully, and it also has its own unique soul art. If you want to activate it, come find me after the exam. Lin Zhe softly hummed in agreement. At this time, Qin He's voice rang out, quiet down. Those students who made it into the top 10 in points this time will be directly admitted. He announced loudly, and now, I would like to announce that the freshman who ranked first this year is Student Li Pingyun. Let's give him a round of applause. Everyone was a little surprised, but they still applauded to congratulate him. They whispered, that doesn't seem right, does it? Why is it him? He thought angrily, how infuriating. Pingyun gritted his teeth. Clearly that guy performed even stronger than me. This is such an insult. Wenbai whispered in Qin He's ear, isn't it unfair to do that, Qin He? This time, that kid clearly deserves to be the freshman leader. He explained, we can't put all our bets on one person. Besides, the rules from the beginning said that we would choose the freshman leader based on points. Wenbai said helplessly, all right then. He announced loudly, next, those students who will be participating in the revival trial please follow me. Those who have already made it into the top 10 can leave first, and wait for the enrollment. Ceremony in 10 days. Guan Ning stroked Ziyan and Xiao Yun's heads and comforted them, it's okay, it's okay. I believe you will definitely pass the revival trial. Just try your best. Chu Xiong softly called out, Brother Lin Zhe. He said coldly, oh, it's you. He said shyly, I didn't expect you to be Lin Zhe. It seems my intelligence is still far behind. But I just saw you fighting those second-year seniors. It was so cool. Chu Xiong suggested, so I have an idea. Lin Zhe asked in surprise, oh, what do you want? He said excitedly, can you accept me as your follower? I admire you to the point of surging tides, endless and boundless. He immediately refused, sorry, I don't accept followers. Lin Zhe reminded, besides, you're not even qualified to enroll yet. Chu Xiong ran away while loudly declaring, I will definitely pass. Remember to wait for me. Pingyun was jealous. He snorted softly. The scene shifted to the bustling streets. Guan Ning happily chattered, that's great, brother. To celebrate our passing the trial and officially becoming freshmen of Jiangning Academy. Let's not go back in a hurry today. Let's stay in the city for a day. He casually replied, well, alright. I'm a little tired after the past 4 hours, so I should relax a bit. She said shyly, then let's go back tomorrow, okay? Tonight let's stay in the city. Let's stay in the city tonight, brother. Lin Zhe's voice was full of affection, alright, okay. Guan Ning was shy, her cheeks flushed red. Suddenly his expression revealed clear panic. Lin Zhe looked at the price of the inn, and thought to himself, I'm done for. His face gradually turned pale. I used up all my money last time buying upgrade materials for Wanshi Guai. I only have 300 left in my balance. She asked worriedly, what's wrong, brother? How about we go eat something first? Lin Zhe only replied with an His voice hesitated, okay. The scene shifted to a high-class restaurant that allowed beast pets to dine with their owners. At this moment, Lin Zhe's face revealed a clear blank expression. He muttered, there's actually a place like this in the world? Guan Ning replied excitedly, I've been wanting to come to this restaurant for a long time. Brother, let's summon our beast pets. They fought hard for us. It's time to reward them with a delicious meal. Lin Zhe also said helplessly, alright. She softly called out, brother. Guan Ning was curious. I remember it was just a little kid before. Has it evolved now? It's so beautiful. How did you do it? He said in a deep voice, "It's probably because I and my beast pet have a high degree of compatibility." Lindsay thought to himself, the things related to the system are too long-winded. I'll tell Guanning later if I have the chance. The important thing right now is. She then praised, "You're really good. Remember to teach me tonight." "Well, let's order first." "Let's see." Guanning looked at the menu and pondered, "Let's see." He looked at the price and swallowed hard. These numbers are too heartbreaking to look at. Yan Gui sat on the dining table, his expression extremely excited. Xiao Xueqiu gently rubbed the head of Ma Yan Niao. At this time, the staff asked, "What would you like to order?" She chattered, this, and this too. This one as well. Lindsay was stunned when he heard this. 5 minutes later, the table was full of food. Everyone was excited. He said softly, "Oh my god." Yan Gui and Ma Yan Niao ate until their stomachs were full. Xiao Xueqiu elegantly used a napkin to gently wipe the corner of its mouth. Lindsay thought with a pale face, "What do I do now? Should I run away?" The staff softly asked, "Sir, the total bill is 37,000 yuan. How would you like to pay?" Guanning then offered, "Brother, let me pay. I've saved up some money specifically for this." His face revealed clear joy. Lindsay thought to himself, "Saved." The group left the restaurant. She said, "The city is really beautiful at night." Guanning said excitedly, "I'm really excited just thinking about being able to study with you here in the future." At this time, he was muttering to himself, "I have to take the opportunity to earn more money. But it's too late to take on a commission now." At this time, laughter rang out from inside a building. "Great hit!" A shout rang out, "Too awesome!" Inside was a fighting arena. Sisho Guai was being cheered on. "So cool! Sisho Guai is invincible." Below was Jin Gang de Shou, a beast type stage 3, tier 2. Sisho Guai, an aberrant type stage 2, tier 3 smiled smugly. The game master said loudly, "Is there anyone else who wants to come out to challenge? As long as you defeat Sisho Guai, all the prizes in the treasure chest will belong to the winner. With only 300 yuan entry fee, you will have a chance to win. The winner will receive 50,000 yuan in prize money." Lindsay thought to himself, "This is it. This is how to earn money." He reached out and ordered a summon. The game master's voice echoed, "Arena rules, no soul skills or magic can be used. Only hand-to-hand combat that brings the most realistic feeling of flesh hitting flesh to the audience." Lindsay looked at Yan Gui and asked, "Are you confident?" The game master announced, "Of course. Please note that after entering the arena, you will sign a life and death agreement. If the pet accidentally kills the opponent or is destroyed in the match, the organizers will not be responsible." He said softly, "Want to see it?" Guanning asked curiously, "Are you really going to participate?" Lindsay then said smugly, "They want to give away money, so it's not convenient for me to refuse." He thought to himself, according to system analysis, Sisho Guai is a stage 1, tier 3 pet. Yan Gui is currently stage 9, tier 2. To be sure, I should upgrade it first. Lindsay then initiated the evolution for Yan Gui. Yan Gui was upgraded to stage 9, tier 3, costing 780 achievement points, leaving 400. He sighed inwardly, the higher the level, the more points are needed. She asked curiously, "Did you upgrade it?" "How?" Lindsay then replied, "It must be because it ate good food." Guanning cheered excitedly, "Brother, I believe you will win." He entered the arena. The game master excitedly introduced, "A new opponent has appeared. Let's give him a round of applause for his courage." He said sarcastically in a loud voice, "A guy who looks like the wind could blow him away, with that red-hot pet that I've never seen before. What is he thinking, daring to step onto the death arena?" The game master put on an extremely disdainful expression. The audience below also teased, "This kid must have taken the wrong medicine. A kid who doesn't know his own strength." They criticized, "Looking at that red thing is too boring." Yan Gui just yawned listlessly.